Okay, I'm gonna push the button. Everyone's good.
I don't
So
think
that's like this
that
fucking opening sound in Dwarf Fortress. Like cuts the dwarf. You're like, why?
you interrupted a dwarf doing something. My
Yeah.
bad.
It's like such a weird noise. Okay, well, tonight's probably gonna be, a little short. We'll just do like an introductory scenario where we learn how to push buttons and shoot things maybe. Um, does everyone want to go through their characters? Things we know about your characters, whether or not you have a name. Maybe we start with well, I'll go down my
Zelphus.
list here, but my list starts with borrowed.
Well, my list starts with Zelphus. You do it. You're the one that wanted to spend a lot of time making a character.
Oh, everyone should spend time making characters. It's fun.
Eh.
All right,
Oh,
my character is Xander Trask. He's a native of what used to be Nevada and Arizona, growing up as a nomad in a small convoy group. As I'm not sure how familiar people are with nomad communities, but it's sort of like a mix of biker gang and massive RV fleet. Most of them are very autonomous, self-sustaining. They take jobs from different benefactors, be they local agencies, be cops, corporations, Militech, things like that to kind of make ends meet or find parts and essentials that they need, growing and waning as parts of them split off to go and do other tasks. Characters late 20s, early 30s, finally getting through life, and he's down on his luck. He's found his way out to our current location, which by the way, we were never told how we got here, so that's blank on my page here.
Well, it's we're all in Night City because it's the
Oh, Night
famous.
City. Wonderful. That's
Yeah.
so traveling westward towards Night City, passing through checkpoints and random basically ne'er-do-wells out in the wastes, the abandoned deserts and offshoot tracks. I've come looking for a better future for myself. Tired of living in the dirt, tired of waking up at the crack ass of dawn, driving for hours, and not being able to really do any agency in my own life. I've always been a subordinate, a worker. In Night City, willing to bend a few rules, make a few friends, kill a few enemies, I can find out exactly where I'm going to take myself. And I ran into Borrowed, who's a fixer, and seemed like a decent enough character, though a little shady as most fixers are. But spiraling out from there, finding my feet in a new setting, a new place with new people.
Right on.
Uh, I
Who's
don't
next
think
then,
you want me to
borrowed?
go through the whole. There we go.
all right. So yeah, Borrow can go next. Sure. Ah, well, as Zelphus had already mentioned, Borrowed's character is, well, his handle, if you will, is Q, due to him being bald as hell. His actual name is Jakob, but nobody calls him that because his family is unfortunately dead.
Oh, rip.
In either case, our boy grew up here in Night City, the northeastern section, which is called Little Europe. A lot of immigrants there. Go figure he was some of them. It wasn't the best of places, it wasn't the worst of places. It was one of the places that wasn't heavily fucked by the Night City Holocaust,
Yeah,
and it
fair.
did not descend into being part of the Ganger territory that badly, so, you know, it's okay still. Not really finding any jobs that he could do, because he's not one for strength, and he's not one for guns. It's just kind of, what can I do? Well, I can talk to people. Talking to people in Night City, you learn what people want and who can do what, and eventually you become a fixer. You're the middleman for damn near everything. Somebody wants to get hands on not quite legal nose candy, you can do that. Someone wants to get their hands on military grade anti-material rifle, you could probably do that too. But it's Night City. There's all sorts here. It can be something like hooking up a local media with somebody who has dirt on the megacorps. Oh, well, look at that. We just so happen to have a media. Fox. Can also be contracting out other people, such as, technicians. People always need stuff fixed. And solos, people need bodyguards. Oh, we got those too. It's almost like fixers know people.
Nice. What about Rudy? Your little character?
I don't have a backstory like that though.
Oh no, it's okay.
Who is your
cable.
daddy and what does he do?
Yeah.
I don't even have a family.
Aw.
Name's Cable. I'm a net runner. I have no friends, literally.
Is your first name Network?
No, his first name is HDMI. Thank you.
There you go, yeah. Poor Cable.
Yeah, I never really got to an actual proper name besides the handle.
No, that's fine.
Not sure what else to say, honestly.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So you're a net runner and you run through the net.
Starting in the 90s, although it's actually 2045, so.
True dat. So Wolf, who's your character there?
Pretty simple. He's Boris. He likes violence, he likes money, and he's just here to make money and to kill people.
Nice. Sounds like a solo. I like it. Alright. Origami, what do you got?
My character's name is Katz. He was once a hooligan in the streets in a once uptown neighborhood. There was some one of his family got in trouble with some megacorp, and family vanished, leaving him alone.
Is there a particular megacorp in mind, or?
I think one of the families that they work for, but he was left alone, fend for himself, and to one day, he got himself into trouble, and got his arm cut off, where a Ripper doctor saved his life, and he became his mentor, where he became basically a nurse.
Okay.
And
Because Den's
during
arms ain't cheap when you're a street bum.
Yep. So he was in debt to him, and so one day working for him, a client came in. Shit went awry, and his mentor died.
Wow.
And since his mentor was the only one keeping the place up and running, now he has to find a way to keep the
Keep the lights on.
To keep the lights on his it's not chop shop, it's a clinic. No,
I mean, you could call it a clinic if you wanted to. It is where medical work is done.
yeah, it is a off the book clinic.
Yeah, okay, so you're a Ripper Doc kind of idea, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Med
I like it.
Technically, but yes, Ripper Doc flavored.
I like that. That's a lot of fun. And who do we got left? Foxy. What do you got for us?
I got a ham-fist name that I threw together. It's probably kind of shitty, but oh well. I just randomly named her Kathy Hornet. I don't know why.
Okay.
The third cute, or not cute. See, I can look at my fucking name. The third C character.
Yes, we're all C's.
Oh yeah.
Of course, because cats.
Was Cats a C or a K?
C.
Oh, okay, so it's like
with
cat.
the Z in the back. Cats.
Cats. Okay, cool.
Sorry, Fox. Keep going.
Okay, so she's a media, and basically, she grew up in I think it's like one of the corporate towers or whatever. But then, and her parents worked for the corporation, and then one day they were like mysteriously arrested, and now she works for the media, and she does like normal stories and stuff like that. But behind the scenes, she also runs like an online not conspiracy, but kind of conspiracy blog, because people don't always believe it, because she's trying to expose the corruption of the
Oh, that's super
corporation.
fun. Yeah, yeah.
Instead of pirate radio, pirate news.
That's super fun.
Yep, I think that's about all I can think of to explain right now.
So we got two options here we could do for kind of like an intro scenario. Neither of these are like overly long. Just kind of want to gauge interest. So one of them, we start you all like doing a job. It's like a small in and out kind of job. And the other one is kind of like a defense kind of what's that called? Like a lock not like a locked room scenario, but yeah, kind of like you're investigating and dealing with external threats as opposed to you being the internal threat going into a situation. Yeah. So do you want to bum around an apartment complex and do some light role play and maybe get into an altercation, or do you want to all be hired onto a mission for your various skills that is a heist of sorts?
I like the idea of being hired on.
Yeah,
Same
same.
Okay. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Rudy Fox, Oregano, Baron.
I agree.
I mean, if people are getting hired on, I'd be the one that probably called most of you.
Okay. So how we'll do it then, because we have a fixer, how do you guys all know each other? Or rather, does anyone know anyone except Borrowed, who somehow knows all of you?
I think I
Good
probably
fixer.
I knew a fixer, and that fixer recommended someone else
Okay.
or like another contact.
I know this guy. You should probably work with him. Might serve you well.
Because I could kind of see it where, so in this scenario, there's a, like a fixer sets you guys up with a mission and you all go to see. But it could just be like he contacted Borrowed, or Q in this case, and said, "Can you round up people to do this?" kind of thing. So sort of subcontracting it out. Yes.
I need 10 bodies on this. I
Yeah,
can do you
like
6.
yeah, and he's like, I want a media. I want someone who's good with stealth. I want a gun guy. Maybe someone that knows something about technology or biotech, that kind of thing. Cybernetics could be useful. So he kind of gives you like a laundry list, and he said, "Okay, you get these guys. I'm gonna meet with the contact and suss out the details. I'll get that for you guys."
Sorry. I mean, I'm fine with that, yeah. Going to place X and waiting for contact Y. Tell us why we're actually here.
Why are we here? To do a job.
Yeah.
No
For the
shit.
Why do I exist? You pass the butter.
Oh, that robot immediately had the greatest existential crisis ever. It's like, what the hell, man?
Okay,
But nobody has
so
any qualms with the heist then, moving forward. Yes?
yeah. So if see here. So he rings up Borrowed. You guys get this hashed out. He says he's not going to tell you what the job is until you meet face to face. And I'll go ahead and say here. So Borrowed, you know this guy as Silver Shark. Put that down for you. Now he does have a real name, which you might know. Do you want to go ahead and give me a Streetwise or some similar check? See if, or something Fixer related, if you'd like.
Streetwise. I could do you a Streetwise and see if this applies to that. And
Yeah, see if you've heard much about him. Okay, nice. Oh, so to people that don't know, in Cyberpunk, very easy system for handling roles. It is your attribute plus the relevant skill. So in Streetwise's case, what is it there, Borrowed? Is it empathy?
Streetwise is off of your cool.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. So it's your cool plus however many ranks you have in the skill, and then you roll a d10 afterwards and add it all together. In Borrowed's case, he had a 14 the stat, so 8 cool. 6. Well, you got 6 in Streetwise? Is that right?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
boy. Streetwise as fuck.
I talk to people on the street. What the
No,
fuck?
that makes sense. And then
Literally
you
his
roll
job.
a d10 and you add it together. So an average, like a fairly easy task, like something you would do every day, you have to make like a 13. And a 15 would be something with a challenge to it. And then 17's quite difficult. 19's kind of insane. So, but just figure you're probably going to be rolling 13 to 15 outside of combat. Usually, unless something's quite tricky. So yeah, Board, of course, does know this guy's real name. Goes by Judd Silverton. And you also know that he operates as a sort of fixer, but more like a street dealer kind of guy along the East Marina, just northeast of McCartney Stadium. And he usually works as a, air quotes, travel agent, getting people around Night City undetected and quietly via boat. So occasionally he, because he's in the arena all the time, dabbles in a little bit of smuggling or acquiring of assets offshore. That's something you would know. He usually operates out of a an all-night dive bar, which is on the east side of the marina.
So wait, it's the McCarthy Marina, or is the marina next to McCarthy?
Oh, McCarthy's a stadium. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
So the stadium is just by the marina?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll just draw a little map here. That'll be your water. And somewhere. Okay, we'll say this is the bar. Arenas, like here. This kind of stuff. And throw the stadium. Kind of somewhere down like that. Make that a better color. There we go.
Interesting.
Love the map. Very good.
Thank you. So, he basically asks you to round up everyone and then meet him over at this bar, Paradise Lost, so that he can have a chat and fill in the details and offer you the money and stuff like that.
I'm assuming we all traveled separate here, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So Borrowed,
Yeah.
I assume then you just phoned everybody and everything was good?
Yeah. Phone everybody up and say, whatever. Like, well, phone up probably half the people in the phone book, just like, okay, who can I get on a job? Who can I get on a job? And it landed on us assholes.
Hmm.
And with enough bodies to bring, then, say this bar this time. Yeah. Off we go.
I like it. So you guys show up at the Paradise Lost. Let's say it's sort of mid-afternoon, I guess, like 4 p.m. So this is more like a bar slash small nightclub. It kind of looks like it's meant to have like an old worldy feel. But there may be some sort of horrible busted jukebox in there just as like a set piece. But you come in, there's not too many people, and Bard, you probably would recognize him sitting off to the one end of the bar. He's a very sharp looking guy. Very, very much always trying to put on airs. Kind of thing where it's like a cheap suit, but he, tries to look part.
Yeah. Dressing in cheap wear, but pretending like it's high fashion.
Yes.
Oh, guys wearing the t-shirt tuxedo.
Clip-on tie, a t-shirt tux, and a
Damn.
and a trilby, not a fedora.
Oh,
It's cursed.
Just kind of driving up a little bit late, got stuck in traffic.
Okay, yeah. So you show up last, and everyone's sort of coming together. Now, are you all sitting down at the bar, kind of near him?
Hey, Q. Long time no see, you bald-played bastard. What have you been up to?
Talking to quite a few people as of the last 3 hours.
So I see, bit of a larger gathering than last time, but more the merrier, as they say.
A bit of a larger job than usual. Seems
Just-
I actually need people for this one.
Fair enough. You're going to wear a hat for this one, right? Don't want you to get spotted again.
Ha ha ha, I'll leave my sunburn out of this, you fuck.
Hey, it's not my fault you stayed a little bit out of that wonderful Night City weather.
Yes. All the radiation.
By the way, Thrasher, or you call me Thrash if you prefer. And who might you be? First person to take the initiative here.
I'm Boris. I'm big Russian man who's very thirsty. You should go get me vodka.
First of all, you're referring to yourself in the third person, big Russian man. All right, interesting. There are waiters and waitresses around this gimmick, so you can go ahead and rag them up for something to drink. Also, I wouldn't know what kind of vodka to get you in the first place. Good to
Any
meet you,
vodka.
Boris. Yes.
Implying
Thank-
Boris drinks anything other than Stolichnia.
He doesn't even drink that. He drinks that thing from the game that comes in like an actual gasoline can. This is bottom barrel shit.
Still better than that shit from Sierra Leone. The, Black Booster was it?
Probably.
Boris would probably drink rubbing alcohol if someone gave it to him.
It's just rubbing the wounds from the inside.
If rubbing alcohol is for ouchies on the outside, then drinking alcohol is for ouchies on the inside.
All right, and you, Tecker, what are you looking at? Oh, that's right, Yanks' character isn't here.
Well, there's a med tech, there's Regano. But
Yeah, but
I was about to say, just say it. Frank, please, just give a handshake, and then Kaz, and and jokingly would say to Boris' character that I could fix that sunburn, that radiation, what will cost you.
eyes on the money. Not bad, Doc. Just make sure you wait until after you're done fixing me up, all right?
I have to get what I can.
Hey,
What
half.
the doctor that charges ahead of time for operation.
It's like, no, you guys have to pay up front.
That's smart, yeah.
How about you, little lady? Ah, strong, quiet type. Like that. All right.
Yes.
Nah, I'm just joking with you. Who are you? Look a little upper for an area like this. Guessing mid-level management? Corp, maybe?
I'm making the realization that like I don't know how stealthy this mission's supposed to be, because like depending upon that would determine whether my character would have like be exposed or not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Since she works for the media, she doesn't want to like just be running around doing something kind of shady.
I think the microphone and shoulder-mounted camera gave you away.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
how
if
are
not, you could always introduce yourself as your pirate radio persona.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm thinking I would introduce myself in 3 different ways, because there's the version of her that's on TV, there's a version of her that's out running around doing stuff, and then she doesn't want that necessarily tied with what's on the computer. Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be more anonymous.
Ah, anomalous mask.
Oh, you borrowed. Bad boy.
Ah,
I'm not
exist,
prepared with
therefore
names,
I should
basically.
host.
Whoops.
Sorry, what was that, Fox?
I said I'm not really prepared with names, sorry.
Okay. Aloof and quiet type. I'll figure out a nickname for you in due time. All right. And how about the sullen-looking guy over here? Rudy, nudge, nudge. Ah,
Dude.
the sound of distant barking has distracted our companion here. Clearly he's an animal lover.
Starts barking back.
The whole bar stops to look at us.
The fuck's
Wait,
wrong with
Elvis immediately
those
backs up, waving his hands. I don't know him.
guys? Why
I
is he
hate it when those
barking?
vocal
Should we
chips
bark?
malfunction. Maybe we should have Oregano's character look at him. I think your voice box might have barking broken.
Might have barking.
Do you are barking? All right.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ist da barking?
So let's say at this point, just casually, Silver Shark gets up from his end of the bar, does a slight finger motion in your direction, and moves to a corner table. He takes his drink with him, a bright purple liquid. Kind of finger motion? You're number 1. Something like a sort of half wave kind of thing.
Hey, Q, I'm guessing that that guy over there is actually trying to get our attention, or is that just a passing familial friend?
A friend for today, because he's our friend with a paycheck.
Ah, one of my best friends.
Mhm.
Let's go see how we can go about earning that paycheck, shall we, gentlemen? And quiet lady. Kick out from my chair, grab the nearest drink off of the passing waitress' little tray, leave her a little. Walk on over.
Boris tries to grab one too, and he just misses.
Take an agility check.
I swing and I miss.
Actually, no, that's not fair. If I'm going to say that, I should do that as well, just to keep in character. Where's... Hey,
Whoop.
Raffle, how do I roll for this? Is it
What are you
dexterity?
rolling for? Sorry?
Just to see if I can snag one of the passing drinks and leave a tip in the same gesture.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so you could do something...
Martial arts roll.
You could go martial arts. It'd be more like...
Dexterity, probably.
Yeah, but Dex plus something.
Oh.
Yeah, we could just do Dex. That'd be fine. I want to say there is something like pickpocket or...
Well, I can make it a stealth check if you want. I've got 6 in that.
Okay. Stealth kind of works.
And it
Probably
still
a
counts
little
under
more
the
like...
dexterity.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Something along that kind of a line.
I mean,
I
it's
guess
a bit of a stretch, but you could say like dance, because dance is
Okay.
off of your dexterity.
I'll be real with you, Chief. I put exactly 0 points into dance.
Yeah, no, I think that kind of makes sense.
I can maybe do the Commander Shepard shuffle, and that's about it.
Skyrim shuffle.
Oh god.
All right. So just double
I
click
mean-
on the icon and it should roll it for
Yep,
it, right?
It will, yeah.
Single click.
With enough
Ooh.
flashing lights, anybody can do the epileptic shuffle.
Oh. Do it one more
Yeah,
time
yeah.
because you got to pass
Nobody
the
can
fail.
withstand the seizure procedure.
Oh god.
Oh damn! Pretty good
Zelphus, you
rolls.
just need single click, not double click.
I asked a double or single, and he said double. So,
Oh, I
I
fucked
said
up.
single.
Sorry. Yeah, Bard was right.
all right, single clicks going forward.
No, that
Got it.
was my mistake. Okay, so you managed to grab a drink and also throw a few
Eddies.
I guess Eddie's. Yeah, I was gonna say you probably wouldn't throw a cred stick or anything, so you probably throw a few Eddies onto the thing. Now as you,
Hey,
you
I
sit
actually
down.
like this tequila.
And
Sure.
now let's see if Boris can make it in his drunken stupor.
Oh,
no,
God.
Boris.
Am I doing stealth as well?
Stealth.
No. You have a choice of what you want to do. Honestly, if
Well,
you've
it's
got
like, how are
something
you
where
doing
it's-
it? Is Boris like trying to be really cool about it?
Yeah,
No,
he
Zelphus
just
was trying
wants
to be really
alcohol.
like neat about it and like grab the drink, drop
Yeah.
the money with one hand and one motion. So like,
But you could roll cool instead of like dexterity or something.
My character is not cool.
Shit.
You're just as dexterous as you are cool, so it's just kind of how you're trying to do it.
Yeah, well, see, in my head, he just reaches out and grabs the shit. a
Okay,
big
so
log.
Is that like strength check? or?
yeah, I was gonna say that's more like a brawling
check.
Yeah,
Brawling check.
Just-
Oh
yeah.
my
Give us a
God.
brawling check.
All right, that is where.
Aggressively consumes alcohol.
Yeah.
Where even is brawling in the skill list?
Fighting skill, middle column, about halfway down. Nah, third of the way down. So, above performance skills, under education skills, it's right in the middle there, fighting skills.
Oh, there we go.
Seerwolf?
Comment
Oh, okay.
Fuck. I think I'm still missing it somehow.
So it's right under education skills.
Right under. Okay.
Yeah. See, like,
Education,
some
fighting.
yellow things. Are you on your character sheet?
Yes.
Okay. So you
Have
see like
you
the,
scrolled
the graphic?
over on the character sheet?
Oh, you may need
There
to
are
make the
3
window bigger.
columns
Ooh.
of character stats.
Fuck. That's my bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Big brain. Who changed my shit? I'm gonna fight you.
It's me, motherfucker. I was just seeing if you had any cyberware.
I think I do. All right, brawling check. Let's go.
Nice.
Hey.
So you managed to catch the tray and stop the woman carrying it. She looks back at you, and with your other hand, you grab a drink.
It needed alcohol. I'm sorry. Did not mean to hurt you. Well, not entirely.
Boris just takes the whole fucking tray with him over to the table.
Yeah, she probably just gives like a very heavy sigh and keeps going. And at this point, I'm sure Shark has started anxiously tapping his fingers, and no doubt looks like he's doubting his decision here.
He's like, God, who did I hire?
Oh god,
What
yeah.
the hell is going on here?
So as you guys
Ooh.
sit around, sorry.
Oh, I just said fools.
So if you as you start sitting around, he oh, sorry. So as you start sitting down, he says, "Any of you a net runner?"
I am.
Okay. Can you patch all our agents into get? Does everyone have an agent? That's a good question. Most people should.
Don't leave
Yes,
home
as
without
far
it.
as I know, everybody's character came with an agent.
Okay. And no one opted not to have one for some reason. So are we all aware what an agent is? Because it's a major part of Cyberpunk.
No.
Okay.
Okay, your agent is
Your PDA, your assistant, and your cell phone all in one and built into your head.
Yeah, it's like an even smarter smartphone. So yeah, it's like it can do everything a modern smartphone can do, plus extra crap. You can have it be your agent and like literally take your messages and all that and organize them and present them to you like a secretary would. You can have it be your friend if you're really lonely. There's add-ons for that.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's pretty sad.
Some people have it do evocative dances for them.
So agents
Because
at all
hologram.
time are hooked into the local internet. It's known as CityNet, or CityWeb, some people call it, but it's basically the worldwide internet that we know is destroyed at this point. So there's a lot of localized internets. So Night City has its own, and you don't often hear news from outside of Night City because very few people have access to the global internet. It'd be like mega corporations
it's
under
citywide
lockdown.
intranet, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
And there are very spooky things in the outer wastes of the what used to be the internet.
So Silver Shark looks to you and he says, all right, Netboy, can you plug all our agents in together? And essentially, like, just assume at all times you guys have headsets or maybe an earpiece or a cyber ear or some similar thing. Maybe your agents are plugged into your eyes and all this. I'm not sure how you all have it set up, but just assume at all times, if your Netrunner links all your agents, that you are all in a call together at all times. So it's kind of convenient for the purposes of communicating players. You still need to say that you're saying stuff in a roleplay sense, but it's very convenient that you're all talking all the time.
Question.
Yes.
When doing so over a comlink, do you want us to type that out before we start and when we end it, or would you prefer us just to give an audio warning, like, hey, talking into the agent?
Okay.
Like, would that make it easier for you to keep track as the DM, or would it make it worse?
No, I'm just going to assume at all times, unless someone says they're specifically not, you're talking to everyone.
All
Because
right.
you're all like working on a mission or doing stuff. Like some things might not make sense, but if you specifically say you're getting out of the call or you're pausing, you're muting your mic or whatever to say something in person, then we'll do that. But for the most part, I assume people want to hear what's going on. So yeah, anyway, Rudy, he's asking if you can patch everyone in together, which is a basic action for you. You've done it a billion times. It's probably a bit boring. But now, that's very easy because these are local people in the room. You know them by name. It's very easy to go bip, 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 and put them in. But now he's asking, all right, and when you've done that, I want you to bring in my pilot, Ariel. He gives you a set of numbers to try and line her up. So if you can go ahead and give me a net running check.
Ooh, that's be interesting.
Now, Ravel, are you saying Ariel as in the Little Mermaid, or
That's right.
Ariel as in literally Ariel because haha air pilot?
She's a boat pilot, but yes.
This is such a fun play on words. I love it.
Yes, she's the Little Mermaid.
Is that actually on the side of the
No,
cockpit?
that
The
would be
Little Mermaid.
maybe that should be her boat though, the Little Mermaid.
Writing canon as we go.
Yeah, I always love writing canon.
I'm blind. I can't find it.
That's no problem. Let's see what you got. Could be under technique, maybe.
That's what I thought.
Unless there's one specifically for cyber shit.
I
don't see it. I mean, you could go ahead and use like a cyber tech roll. It's kind of similar idea.
Okay.
Because right now you're not like actively running. It could just be under your cyberware or something, or not sure where they put it in this. Maybe it's just under your cyber. Hang on, actually. You go to your character one again. There it is. Interface. Sorry, that's your Netrunner ability.
Oh, okay. So
Yep.
actual roll
Yeah.
ability, left hand side, left hand side.
You actually have 4 ranks in it, Rudy, because you're a level 1. Or wait, what the fuck? I'm looking at fucking cattails here. I was like, why do you not have points in that? But no, because cable. My bad. For some reason, I was thinking cat cable. My B. I don't know. Okay, so
Oh,
you
I
do
see what
manage.
it is.
Yeah, you managed to patch her in. You'd actually have a higher roll in that potentially. 12? No, you'd have less because you only have 4 in that. You have 6 in Cybertech, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so you'd have a higher roll. My bad. You'd have 6 points in Cybertech. Either way, so you patch her in. Maybe it's a bit fuzzy. Wasn't like your best performance. It's a little staticky. She's like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And Shark, of course, now has the room. He says, "Ariel, this is the crew I told you were going to be running." She's griping in the background about not being happy about this, and she's not sure about going out with some people she's never met before. But he's like, "All right. Here's the thing. Um, sorry. Good evening, gang. As I mentioned on the phone, I've got some work for you. This morning I received an anonymous call from an individual who needs something very particular. He needs a sample of what's in the cargo hold on a boat that's due in the docks later tonight. So it's 4 p.m. now. Write that down. Timing may be important here. 1 crate is all he needs. Pay for the job is pretty handsome, and I'm authorized to pay you 50% now if you take it. I don't know the size or the weight of an individual crate, so it may be particularly heavy or large, which is why I'm looking to hire you as a team rather than just an individual. It would be a lot less likely to be noticed. Are you guys interested, or am I wasting my breath?
I'm in.
Yeah, man.
If there's money, I'm in.
Now, okay. One thing I will say, I'm very surprised the first thing wasn't how much. That would have been one of my first questions. I should maybe borrowed.
Sorry, I had some timing issues there. Actually, I do have several questions.
Okay, and what would your questions be?
Well, first of all, what ship is it?
Well, for multitude of reasons, I can't tell you that until you've accepted.
All right. Now,
Uh,
whatever you're going to have us transport, does it need special conditions? Because you don't just move something across the panhandle if it's not a shock absorbent padding or something that's going to keep out a dust storm or might even survive a bullet or two hitting the casing, if you catch my drift.
I can't tell you that either.
how
You
many
can't
guests
tell
are
us
we
the
expecting at this party?
Oh, I like that. That's fun. All right. I don't have an exact number, but we're expecting between 15 or 20. And the guests tend to have a very similar route around the buffet. So we may have that information for you.
I
We'll
have
just
a
have to talk to
question.
the maitre d'.
How many people are we allowed to hurt?
None.
Shit.
Well, hurt's fine. Kill, none. If you can take one out without a trace, maybe that's acceptable. It's sort of...
By without a trace, do you mean if I, for instance, beat them in the head enough to where they don't remember what happened? Does that count?
Could be fine if you could disguise it as an accident. I'm sure with a cargo
It's
this questionable, they may allow 1 or 2 that disappear to the bottom of the ocean.
And will these guests be properly attired for the event, so to speak?
I've heard it's, dress to impress.
Always fun when people go overboard on spending budgets.
Yes. Speaking of spending budgets, what's our budget for this party if we can get half up front?
I'll give you 200 eddies now, 200 when you get back.
Per
Each.
person, or
Yeah.
I was going to say 200 for a job this big. We'll be going out with a $10 tip.
Make more working at a bar for an evening.
Yeah.
So we're
How
talking
time
about
sensitive is this?
2,500.
Yeah, it'd be, how many are there? 6 of you? 6 times 400 is 20 something. 2,400, yeah.
Yes, but that's what I'm asking. So 2,500.
Oh, I see. So you're saying, like, could we get a little extra?
Right.
Okay. That would take a communication role of some kind. Are you going for like a charisma-y kind of approach? Or are you intimidating? Is this using like your street smarts to know that maybe the going rate for a heist potentially this large? Now you don't exactly know who the employer of the vessel is.
No, it's more of a persuasion
Okay.
thing, just as kind of a, okay, yeah, you're hiring me on, and maybe I could get a couple of extra dollars out of it from myself because
Or are
I
you
could
just
be
asking for you
doing
specifically?
mostly for me. I'll be honest with that one.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and see it. Wow.
Ooh, impressive.
Pardon me. So he kind of looks you up and down real quick, looks at the rest of you, and he says, "All right, tell you what. If you do it without anyone going missing, and all the guests make it home, we'll do 3."
Going to wow, let's see. I can't really. Yeah, I was gonna say like bring up my agent, but I can't because I have an internal agent. Fuck.
You're gonna like pull up your phone. Beep
Uh,
boop beep bop boop.
yeah,
Just
pretty
reaches
much.
in his ear.
Yeah, but I mean, like, essentially, like, send him a pre-prepped contract, like, with just kind of fill in the blank. So, like, contract type, retrieval, 1 crate, and then just like location and payment signature.
Okay, yeah. You could. I mean, you could sort of just make a mental note, and your agent just fills it out for you and files it off to him.
Yeah,
He sees
emails
it.
him.
So what's how did you write it? Is it exactly the deal he said, or is it a little more in your favor as opposed to the rest of the groups?
It's going to be purposefully vague, but it's like of the parts that I actually fill in, it would be just like uh client, and then like I said, like what type of job is it? So retrieving
Okay.
crate from ship, payment of blank, and then like bodies on job.
Okay.
And then list off who's all there. So it's mostly a pre-prepped contract, but yeah, it's got sections so I can just fill it in, make sure that I have it all done, because then I have a copy, they have a copy, we haven't even shook hands yet, so like, have it written in stone. Or in this case, written in the internet.
Yeah, I'd like it. Okay. So he gets filled out and sent back to you.
Alright, double check it myself, and if it all if it's all on the level, then stick out my hand and say, yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. So it checks out, and he takes your hand, and you shake, and he says, "Okay, Ariel, here's the sitch. You don't know nothing. All you're gonna do is pick these guys up at 11:30. Right? Thanks, sweetheart." And he closes her out of the call. He says, "All right, now for you guys, let's get down to business. The name of the ship is Arabia's Wish." That down for you, sorry. It's a petrochem cargo ship due into the east side shipyards tonight at midnight. So we're expecting it at the marina close by here, but we can't risk it docking because there's supposed to be quite a bit of a convoy looking for it. So what we're going to do is you're going to head to the south marina, leave from there with aerial, get up to the boat, maybe snoop around a little, and I'll get you a map and like where we're expecting your cargo to be.
All right, so since we've accepted the job, can you tell us anything else about what it is we're actually going to be carrying? I
I don't
mean,
know.
it- so
Okay, did they tell you what sort of condition we need to be carrying it? Like, do I need to have the car lined with lead?
I don't know. Didn't tell me anything about it. All they said is, I don't even know if it's Petrochem's product. I would make the assumption, but I don't know. All I know is our benefactor, in this case, is looking for something, and it's in a very specific sea can on top of that vessel. I can give you exactly where it is, and I can tell you exactly the layout of the ship, but I have no idea what it is. I'm not even sure they know. All they know is it's something new, and Petrochem doesn't want anyone to have it, and like I said, there's going to be armed escorts ready to pick it up at the East Dock. It was expected to be foggy tonight. You're going to go in, you're going to get on, you're going to get to that sea can, and whatever it is, however big it is, you're going to take it back.
so it's a personal sized sea can because you do know that they make the ones that are industrial sized, which could be anything up to the size of like what a actual industrial hauler would carry attached to it on a
Oh,
tow cable.
okay, pardon me. Okay. So the sea can is full size. The object within it that you are supposed to get is of a questionable size. He
Yeah,
doesn't know how big it is.
yeah, but this is important. Just I'm not sure if you've hauled cargo, be it on land or sea or through the air, but weight, distribution, ease of maneuverability, whenever you're on a ship, or even if you're on a long haul freighter, it doesn't matter because you've got to get it from one boat to the other boat to get it back to your benefactors, basically. So, what I'm trying to tell you here, Shark, is if you don't tell us how much we're going to have to baby this thing, or if it'll even fit on the goddamn boat, because if things go south and it won't, we're going to have to get creative. And since you don't want people getting hurt, now, personally, a bit of corpo thugs and hustle get messed up, I'm not really going to weep into the ocean about it. But your benefactors might. So, could you be a little more specific, or maybe find out if we can get just a little bit more on what you want us to haul out? Or do we have free reign to improvise?
Okay, that's a good shout. How about this? Record it. Have one of you go in, record the whole thing, and that way, if, say, whatever it is too big to get out of there, or maybe too dangerous, impossible, come back, you give me the footage. I can at least give that to the benefactor and say, hey, nothing we can do about it. Because I don't think they know how big it is either. They just know they got a limited window, and they can't have too big of a crew going in.
So, you want this high def thermal what? Like,
Uh,
or do you just want a good thing out of a Kiroshi spec?
As long as it's pretty visible, the object, I don't see the problem.
That's doable. If you can't move it, capture it. I
Yeah.
like that. I think we'd probably whip something up like. Hey, Q, do you still got that old rangefinder that's got the capture option on it?
Yeah. I mean, depending on where the box is, if it's in the middle of the stacks, that's not going to do us much good. But
Hmm. Yeah, we could probably make this work.
Okay, that's fun. So while you guys are doing that, Shark, sort of looks around nervously, and when he's done, he says, "All right, so we good? You guys need anything else, or will I meet you back here, say 12:30 tomorrow night, or
Whoa, whoa,
this
whoa.
evening?"
Last thing, Sharky. Got a real serious question for you. Now, is your gal Ariel here taking this thing to go, or are we taking this onto wheels and taking it out somewhere else?
We're bringing it back here. Gonna hide it in the Paradise Lost.
All right, so we're going to need access to a crane or a gantry system to get it off of her yacht and onto something we can haul.
Or
If we can get it off the boat.
it's not. Yeah, it might not be a sea can though, right? It could be something.
Oh, no. I'm just saying that my character's thinking about this because with being a nomad and growing up in this scenario, like anything that
Okay.
has to do with transportation
Okay.
needs, that's just they grew up around it. So they have that kind of insight versus, yeah, it's just a snatch and grab. Throw it in the fucking trunk. Let's go.
Now, sort of suggestion he has is you're going to go from the south dock because that's not expected to have the armored crew. Pick it up and then head somewhere around the east, and she'll drop you off if able, and not actually stop in the marina herself. Just so you guys are as close as possible.
All right, like the sound of that.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and soft oil. I like that. So he's gonna go ahead and give you guys a the ship floor plan. It's gonna be very rough. Let's do something like this. Yay. And then, of course, you've got boxes all around like this.
Hundreds and hundreds of the damn things.
Yeah.
Even at modern Panamax standards, fucking tons.
Yeah, we know there's just tons of these fucking things all through here. However, say we'll have like, stairs down kind of thing. Stairs down on this side. Stairs up over here. Of course here. And then the big thing to note is in bright red, this here is a security station. Now these kind of haulers don't normally have a large armed security station with as many guards as are on this, but this one does. And that's why they're expecting 15 to 20. Shark says that he's gone through and got like a cargo manifest. Doesn't see the object on there, and he's also got a personnel list for the evening, which is where he came up with that number. And he doesn't expect there to be any chrome heads or anything like that. New to Cyberpunk, if you don't know what a chrome head is, they're bad news. So, not your friends.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're basically people that are super cybernetic freaks. Because as you get more and more cyberware, your humanity goes a bit, and you get closer to cyber psychosis and kind of seeing humans as not human anymore. But also the downside is, of course, people with a lot of cyberware also tend to be very strong and very dangerous.
Especially if you run into somebody that's full Borg, because then I hope you got a fucking rocket launcher handy.
Yeah, like you're not taking them down, and we won't be fighting one at this level. Don't worry.
How to kill your group in one easy encounter.
That fight would be like Tyson versus an infant. Oh boy. All right, so Raffle, which one of these was our box in particular?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna
We have the
be
ships. Yeah, we have the layout. Like, is it in the
say
middle of the
it's
stack, or
this one. Oh fuck, that color is illegible. My bad. Bad. This guy right here. One more thing. Since you guys do happen to have a netrunner, they're pretty fucking useful if you're ever looking for more information. Now, some of you say borrowed. Also pretty good at gaining information if you guys want to do some searching around and maybe find stuff that Shark hasn't. We're going to say it's like 4:30 now, and 11:30 is when you're supposed to meet your contact to get into the boat. So you have a couple hours.
bring out the Rolodex and look up 1-800 dial a bitch? Just
Yeah.
let's see, who can I call about ships?
So, Rudy, for example, you're a net runner. If you wanted to, you could use your interface skill, just search through the intraweb of Night City and see if anybody has any details on Arabia's Wish.
I was actually going to bring that up. Could I do the customs and security and all that? See where the ship came from and all that jazz?
Oh, I love that. That's a good idea. Okay, go for it. Give me an interface roll. Do you see where to make that? Or maybe you can't just click it.
I see the interface, but I can't click.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 4 and
Would that be
interface is
like
tech, I think?
I think so.
Hang on, let me Google real quick. Sorry, I don't have my my book sitting beside me here. Cyberpunk interface skill. I feel like it would be tech. But... Okay, no, it's maybe you just roll it. In which case, I would want to make the skill check a lot lower. I don't know. I'm gonna say, I guess you just roll a 1d10. Just add the d4, or just add the 4, I guess. I don't see anything.
So 1d10 plus 4?
Yep, and that's fine. I'll just take off like 8 from what I was expecting. Okay. So I'll give you 2 things then, because you were wondering where it was coming and going to. So you do find the schedule that is expected to dock at 12:30 at the East Marina. And it is called the Arabia's Wish. That wasn't like a fake name that was given to us, which is good. That's always something we worry about. Cyberpunk, we don't always trust our employers. And it came, its origin was Port Elizabeth, South Africa. And so you also find the ship's manifest, which Shark City had but didn't hand over to you. It's the interesting thing is it says the ship is empty. No cargo listed. And it's stated that the shipyard's log that it is supposed to arrive in Night City to pick up cargo, not deliver it. So it's an old 20th century tanker that's been renovated to use as a cargo ship and had newer security and guard placements established.
That's bad biz for any corp. You wouldn't run one of those empty. The amount of fuel for no return?
Coming all the way here from South Africa empty? Going through the Panama Canal empty? Nah.
Yeah. And no one on the employee list, or no one's found on the employee list for the ship. So you're not sure where Shark got that information from. Unless he has another source, of course.
We'd probably have to ask Ariel. She knows more about the waterfront than I do, but isn't one of those drone operated ones, is it? You know, it's something that the larger corps pay for from time to time. They don't want to bother hiring a crew or mechanics. They just set it on
Oh.
autopilot and have someone just drive it, basically remote.
As written, you would make that assumption, yes. Because there is no one scheduled as the pilot, so they can't have an AI do it, but someone remotely, for sure.
Yeah, you know, I had a netrunner jack one of my rides when I was a teenager because I was making the mistake of running live. Hey, do you think you could do something similar where if we need to, we could take a little bit of control away from whoever's operating that rig?
I could try.
Think you'd need anything special for it, or would your normal setup be enough?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, whatever you need, I'm sure Q could fit you up for it, and if you need help lashing that shit together, I'll volunteer.
So, how net running works in this, it's kind of the best of both worlds, I guess. It's like old Cyber or Shadowrun with new Cyberrun, where for the most part you can do anything wirelessly, but some systems are hardwired only, like they're closed circuit. Usually, like corporate stuff or things where people don't want them being hacked over the internet. So, you could certainly access some of the systems from the boat wirelessly, but Rudy would have to find a node that he could jack in from and like physically like pull a wire from his body or his I mean, I don't know if you have an internal or external interface, but if it's internal, the cord would come out of your body and you plug it into this basically network cable and get into the system that way. Or the fun way is if you have like an external one, then you would plug in that. It's basically like a laptop kind of deal. Thoughts on Rudy though, if he has it like inside and he does all his hacking like in his mind, like in front of his vision, or if he's got like a little data pad that he brings around.
I have the interface plugs.
Yeah, it's super fun, yeah. Anything else? Anyone want to look for things? Anyone want to do anything? Anything we want to prep?
So, one of the things that Shark mentioned was that when it hit the harbor, there was going to be a convoy waiting for it.
Mm.
Well, I would ask that, fuck, what's his name? Elvis's dude.
Hmm?
What was your
Oh, the
alias?
alias?
Yeah.
Thrasher.
Okay. I would ask Thrasher there to ask his family if they know about a convoy going to the marina tonight.
I can put in some calls, but normally we work domestic on the soil, and aquatics tend to keep to themselves. We've had some dealings on the docks, but with this being Night City, you'd probably have a better luck stirring up one of the Aldecados.
Mhm.
Just they've been here longer than we have, and quite frankly, they tend to do it better than we do. Although you didn't hear that from me, and I'll deny it if you tell anyone else.
And If you don't know, Ralph, did I ever send you my list of contacts?
No, I don't think you did.
Okay. Well, I can send it to you, but in the midst of that, one of my contacts is a middleman in a different nomad gang around Night City, the Steel Vaqueros. So call him up
Okay.
and see if he knows anything about a convoy going to the marina and then leaving via land. Because obviously, that's kind of how convoys do.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and give me a fixer or whatever your fixer skill's called. Connections, I think, something like that. Your,
Operator.
Operator, yeah.
But again, though, I don't know how the fuck. Like, how do I specifically roll operator?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just gonna go like operator plus cool. That's what you'd probably be using.
Let's
Gets
see.
easy in my head. I'll go through the rulebook
Oh,
later and find out.
right. Yeah, earlier when I was trying to get extra money out of him, I shouldn't have used my persuasion. I should have actually used my haggle. That's the
Oh, that makes sense.
specific thing for it. But anyway, so what did you want then?
Just give me like operator plus cool or empathy, one of the two. And so you want to handle it.
All right, so operator and cool, and then just D10 then.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll go 10.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck. Okay. So you were asking this guy if he's heard anything about a convoy.
Yeah, just because he's one of the nomads that I know, so just ask him, because if Zelphus doesn't know about his family having a people here for a convoy, maybe the other ones do.
Okay.
Because it's hard to get an entire convoy into Night City and not have somebody know.
Yeah.
It's a fucking convoy. It's not just one truck.
So he says that yes, they are expected. It's not them. They've heard. Let's say it's a smaller rival gang. We'll call them the um. Go with like Riverside Scorpions or something. And they're a smaller nomadic gang out there, but they're bringing 3 flatbeds as well as like a bunch of just random vehicles, and they're supposedly quite armed. All he knows is it was some sort of corpo contract. He doesn't know who was involved, but a major corporation has called them in to secure cargo off a ship that's arriving and just leave. And they want it to look very much like a gang operation, I guess.
Okay. Very interesting. All right. This guy's name in this case is Santiago, so
Santiago, okay.
Santiago, because Steel Vaqueros, so I figured Hispanic.
Yeah, that's fun. I like it.
Yeah. Wish them the best and say hi to the kids. Then
It's like, oh, thanks. Yeah, you too, Chumba. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy with that.
My guy's got nothing.
So we're all about ready for a fun evening.
Yep. Make sure all the tools and equipment are ready.
So we're fine with, just meeting at the dock and taking Ariel's boat, right?
Sounds like a plan. Though,
Okay.
just a quick question. Can everyone here swim?
That's fun.
Oh,
I see from the looks on people's faces, this might not be the right question to be asking. We're about to go on a boat trip.
Just don't fall off the
sweats
boat.
loudly.
No.
What would that even like actually be? Like, that be like endurance? What the fuck?
Oops.
Was that you trying to tell me that you don't know how to swim?
I'm trying to look up my attributes and stuff, and I just clicked on something.
I feel like Fox cannot swim for
Is that
shit.
like? I don't even think that's the actual like skill. Is it like swimming itself?
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
No, I like honestly, as a like DM perspective from me, I would say that it'd be like athletics or endurance in the body skills.
I'd say athletics makes sense.
In which case, I can swim. I'm not like great at it, but I won't drown.
Don't worry, I could perform CPR.
CPR in the water, I'll like to see you try that.
I kind of love that idea. Keeps pushing you down, but you just drown faster.
Every time he tries to do a chest compression, he accidentally just dunks him. Ah, shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Blows the air out of your lungs, dunks you again, blows the air out of your lungs. Fucking
Okay.
waterboarding.
That's a story for the afterlife right there. The day a fixer drowned while getting CPR.
So walk me through. First off, Fox, you're our media tech. Are you the one recording this, or are we not recording this at all?
Yeah, I should be recording it.
Okay. And how is your camera set up?
I don't even remember. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But how do you want it? Is it coming out of like a shoulder? Is it mounted on like the side of your head? Is this like a external piece that you carry with you? Is it cyberware?
Is it in a suitcase?
Do you just record with your cyber eye or something? Like, how is your character recording this information?
I just assumed the camera and stuff was in that like phone shit that they have.
Okay, so you're just using like your cell phone, your agent. Or do you have it like a built-in agent? How's your character? How do you feel about cyberware,
That moment when you're watching the news and you see or when you're watching TV and you see an iPhone commercial use your footage of a gang attack to advertise the iPhone 22's camera.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
It's just like, look at the fidelity on that blood splatter,
Yeah.
only with the iPhone 22.
I don't know. It says that she has a video camera.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, are you carrying that video camera, or is that video camera built into your body?
Looking at her actual gear, yeah, this isn't cyberware. It's not like cyber video where you need a cyber eye for that. This is literally a video camera was listed as part of the gear.
Okay. So Fox, like, do you have like a fancy camcorder, or are you just using like a cell phone with high def, whatever?
Oh, she's trying to do it kind of stealthy, so it's not going to be like this giant ass thing.
Okay, so maybe you have like a police body cam.
Oh, that one cell phone that came out back in like 2014 or whatever, like actually had the full on like digital camera aperture that could come out of it, so you could take high def photos.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what are you feeling,
They only
Fox?
made one of them.
I feel like that may come into play.
Probably something kind of like, well, I imagine she has like a body cam type thing, something that's kind of hidden, and then she can also like record things with her phone and shit too, of course.
Okay, cool. So you got your little body cam that's just sort of, on your chest somewhere, so you record things about chest height.
Also, I have in-canon reason for being quiet. as I imagine that she's not like being very like communicative with everybody because she's kind of trying to keep her identity a secret and also like unsure of all these people and
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Oh, pardon me. So you how are we showing up? So we're meeting here at 11:30. What's our kind of rough time frame? Is everyone showing up exactly at 11:30? Are you meeting up somewhere else and coming over, like as a group? What's your plan?
I mean, we had to be there at 11:30, but yeah, so we're not all there at the same time. Probably roll up at like 10 o'clock or something and just find a bench, smoke a few cigarettes, and just wait. Because then, yeah, I've been here. I didn't just roll up when this boat came here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like it. Okay. What about everyone else? You sort of showing up on time, or?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be a little bit early, but I'm gonna be sitting on the hood of my truck, just pretty much launching a burrito and having a little combo meal.
Nice.
Ralph, I sent you my list of contacts, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So, as the evening sort of rolls in, you guys all notice that the weatherman was very much correct. We are covered with a thick fog. And so much so that you couldn't, from here, shore, even see the tanker in the distance, but you know it's there. You know it's coming. It's not moving very quick. So, right about like 11:25, a little, not necessarily, kind of like a jet boat, but it's got a few seats. Let's say it's got enough to seat all of you. So, pilot plus 6 plus a little tarped area in the back. And as
Yeah,
the
so,
speedboat
like
comes up, like
30,
almost silent.
35-foot boat, probably.
Yeah, and the engine is like whisper quiet.
Running the electric engine.
Yep. Ariel hops out and she's in a tight-fitting black jumpsuit. She's got black and gray face paint on.
Didn't realize it started another corporate war without us.
I like it. So she sees you guys coming up. She has probably been sent pictures of your faces, or at least descriptions, something like that from Shark. And you see she has a checklist, and she's just checking as you guys come by. She's all right, folks. Just remember, if it comes to a shootout, my throttle arm's my best weapon. You hear me? If I hear firing, I'm taking off. You guys can swim back.
Did you bring enough life vests for everybody?
She just kind of goes, "Ha ha, tough guy." But obviously
Hey,
there's no life vests in the boat.
listen, you pirates managed to swim and everything from the day you're out of your mom's womb. The rest of us who live on land don't always have to swim, so maybe we do need maybe some of those little arm floaties, You start us off small, work us up to a life vest.
She sort of
Start off with less protection.
yeah.
It's fine. You only drown once. You'll get over it.
She spits on the ground, says, "Why don't you try driving out to the boat then?"
Well, if it's got an engine, a throttle, and a steering column, I can give it a shot as best as you can. Though I wouldn't pretend to say that I'm a better driver of ships than you are. Oh, right, sorry, boats. Boats is what they're called when they're small.
I mean, if this thing was any larger, I would say that it's starting to fall into yacht territory.
By the way, I'm saying this with a smile, just so she knows I'm just fucking with her.
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
There's a bit of rivalry between the land-based and
Oh, yeah.
ocean-based
You can
nomads.
feel this. All right. So she sort of motions for him to start loading in. Is anybody carrying a weapon? We were talking about Cyberpunk.
Oh.
So do we
okay.
know weapon laws in Cyberpunk?
Nah, don't get caught.
Yeah. So
Basically.
that's the thing. Technically, you can't even open carry in Night City. Currently, you are kind of at the border of what they're known as the combat zone. And the combat zone is kind of everything goes. Technically, laws still apply within it, but the police don't often go into it. And if you do see police in the combat zone, they are trained to kill. So that is fun. So stealth weapons, built-in stuff, very important in this universe. Or just carry your assault rifle in a big trench coat and hope nobody notices. Yeah. And what that means is
bringing my pack, my grapple gun, tech tool.
oh.
Is there an option to like stow bigger weapons away for later? Like, that's something we can do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with like clever, like I have a briefcase kind of thing, and I build my gun, but you have to get in a position to do that or whatever.
Oops, misclicked on something. Ignore that. Sorry. I was
Okay.
going through the settings. Settings, roll initiative, journal. I thought I was going to say like, oh, click what you want to roll for initiative. No, just fucking roll.
Literally what I did earlier, Selfish. My 8.
Okay.
Poor fox.
So, are we all bringing guns? Is nobody bringing guns? Does anyone have a gun? Because
I'm
again,
not bringing-
say we get caught by the police. Say this happens, or the guy's on board. If we don't have a weapon, very unlikely they will kill us, or we'll go to jail.
Is
if
it
we do,
really?
if we do have a weapon, there's intent, right?
I was told there was a stealth mission, so I'm not carrying a weapon. The only weapons I have is my arms.
Okay, I like it.
Fine, I'll bring my VH pistol basic with me. Probably 3 magazines should do it.
Okay, and what brand VH pistol are we carrying?
That is in my... Let me go double check that for you while you move on to somebody else. I'll be right back with more information.
Oh, it's fine. It's just fun to brand things in Cyberpunk. Anybody else got a
Probably
gun?
Boris, of course, brought his very heavy pistol.
Nice. Nice.
I have a heavy pistol.
I like it.
The Boris has a very heavy pistol.
I
so
love
he
how
doesn't
there's the
use-
very heavy, yeah. That's good. Okay.
How big is your pistol? Yes.
Yeah. It's like a shotgun. Yeah, very, very heavy pistols are quite scary.
Yep.
Spooky.
Yeah, I've got a. Mind you, I'm not 1,000% on the sizes, but they seem to be in this order from when I went through the wiki for different things. But I will specifically name my heavy pistol as a Colt manufactured Enforcement 10.
That's fun. It just the more like to get into Cyberpunk easier. It's just
Flavor.
put a fucking brand on everything. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So
As long as your brand isn't Sanru.
Mine's going to be a Militech M10.
Ooh, nice. Like it. So we're all sort of seated on the boat and ready to roll. We'll call it 11:30, 11:31 that you guys take off and you make your little journey. Now, if anyone wants to draw on the map for us, where are we landing? Next to this yacht. Or this super tanker, sorry. Going into the back,
should
going into the
have-
front.
It should have a loading ladder if it's a modern ship, so it'll either be on the starboard or port side, right?
Sure, yeah, we can go ahead and say it's got a ladder right about here.
Yeah, and those are the ones that lower down to basically the swill of the ocean, then you can just jump from your vessel to that, then walk up to it. So you basically like start here, clamber up, and you'd get off somewhere over here.
Yep. Now someone is going to have to get up to lower it, but she can
unless
play
it's,
up right beside it.
Unless it's something that's automated, in which case I defer to
Oh,
Rudy to see if he
Might be
can.
able to hack it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Get close enough to see if the boat has Wi-Fi.
so do you
Damn,
want
only 2 bars. We're locked out.
You want to try piloting this boat there, Zelphus? You gonna put your money where your mouth is?
I'm going to look at Arrow and just kind of smile and say, "You got it?"
She's like, "Give it a spin, cowboy." sort of steps
Nah.
back.
Quite frankly, I don't think this thing could use a new scratch, mess, or rust paint. So, besides, I like the way you look doing it.
It would be very funny though if Zelphus took over and just fucking flipped it and we all died right now.
That would be.
No one could
I
fucking
would
swim.
never live that down from this group ever.
All right, so Ariel just and just quietly through the water. And you're probably about 25, 30 feet away from the tanker before you can see it clearly. You do see it as you're coming up to it, obviously, in the distance, but it's very hazy. The fog cover is quite strong. You roll up, she gets beside, and the ladder is up. So we're going to have to resolve that situation. So she looks at you guys and she says, okay, here's the deal. We'll call it 11:40 at this point. So it's expected to dock at 12:30. So you have just under an hour to get in, get thing, and get out. Ariel is going to dip so that she doesn't get spotted, and she'll be back at this location at, say, 12:10. So you guys really have 30 minutes to make your extract once you're on.
Oh yay, that sounds like fun.
Nothing like a time trial to make it feel exciting.
Yeah. So how are we getting up very quickly onto this tanker?
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe
Anybody.
that our nomad had a grappling hook.
He does. Although I imagine there's going to be a as it goes up and anchors. So I was kind of hoping if it was automated, I'd defer
Take
to our
the
netrunner.
grapple out of the gun and just throw it.
Well, how high is the ship resting in the water? I assumed it would be, low tide since we're sitting in the port.
We're not in
As
the
in,
port. We're offshore still. It's coming into port. We met it so we can get the
oh
stuff.
shit! No, then yeah, I don't have to use the to get up there. I can just throw it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that too.
Like,
Hey,
if we were eschewing the ladder entirely and just like going up like the back of the boat or something, you probably need to launch it because that'd be like a 30-foot wall.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so go ahead and give me like a I don't know, I want to say something like thrown weapons or some such like that.
something's fucking up with my profile here. Hold on. I click over to life path and it keeps pumping back to character.
I don't know.
Hold on. Okay, got it. So what were you looking for me to do?
Yeah, you can do like melee weapon would probably work. Something along those lines. Or
athletics? Question mark.
athletics could work. Yeah. Like that.
Looking for that on the character sheets.
Athletics, first column, third of the way down.
Tracking percent.
Body skills.
Athletics. This is probably not going to be a good roll, but we'll try.
Whoa! Holy shit. That's a really good roll. So you sort of spin it in your hand and throw it and it latches up and you start pulling your stuff up the side of the boat. At this point you take a quick glance around. You don't see any guards coming.
Any security that's overlooking the area, like say up here on the second deck?
So there is... You definitely see figures in the second deck, but because of the fog cover, you can't really clearly see them, and none of the lights are pointed in your direction right now. You do notice a camera that's sort of pointed off in this direction. You're not sure if it rotates. You haven't been on the ship long enough to find out.
All right, let's motion for everybody else to come up and kind of give the rope a tug.
Or
Okay,
just
so
lower
everyone's
the
coming up
ladder
the
the
grapple,
remainder
or
of the way.
Well, I figured if it's... Well, I was thinking it would be noisy if I just lowered it, but Let me ask Raffle, what does the condition of the motor look like? Is it in good repair, or is it sort of like, not as maintained as it should be? Is there signs of rusting or recent repair
So
done to
the
it?
tanker itself is rusty the shit. It looked like it's ancient, but um, the ladder and a lot of the newer things on it are like pristine.
Oh, in that
So
case,
it
I'll
looks like it's
lower
Oh, so this was
been,
like part of the retrofit.
yeah, it's just sort of been dressed up where it needs to be. Okay. So you lower it down, and everyone's able to just sort of hop off the boat and run up this ladder. It's kind of like a stair ladder, very quickly. And everyone is now on the boat, and you see Ariel leave. You're looking
also, I'd
probably
like to
about
kind of
11:42.
quietly poke Rudy and point where the camera is.
Camera, yep.
Make everybody else aware of it as well.
Can I try hacking it?
Yeah, for sure.
Does the boat have Wi-Fi?
So the boat does have like wireless signals coming off it, and Rudy's able to see those. But he notices the wireless signals are only for a few of the emergency lights. Pretty much everything else is hardwired in and would require you to find a port to jack into. When you originally did your scanning the interwebs, trying to find stuff on the boat, I'm going to go ahead and say you found a floor plan, the same one that Shark most likely came across himself. And there are a few nodes on here. There's a node there. There's a node here on the side. There's one on the inside just here. So that's where your nodes are. And this one at the bottom, this is like a sort of electrical / janitorial room that overlooks like the engine room kind of thing. So it's either up on the command deck, in this like at the side of the security hut, or inside an electrical room.
Darn.
So
Hindsight's 2020. I just had a great idea of like try and contact the marina and get the marina to contact the vessel, say that there was a bomb threat placed on the vessel and that they need to have some people come out and check the ship.
okay, like to
And
slow it down from getting in.
no, I mean, so we would have a reason to be on the fucking ship, but it's like, too bad we're kind of already here.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
Something to remember
Big
for
brain
next time.
moments happening well after we needed them.
Exactly. I said hindsight's 2020. It's damn, that would have been a great way to just be here and have the crew ignore us.
Okay, so you
But-
could.
Big dumb Russian man. I'm Marina.
So the thing
What
is, you don't have to contact the marina. You could contact, like, if Rudy hacks in, he can basically send an email or an update to all the main screens saying it was from the marina with that message.
Yeah, but
I-
it still is the problem of that we're already here, though. So, like, the boat wouldn't have to stop and wait for us to come up.
Who the hell are you? Hey, listen, I'm trying to find a package I left. It had about 10 pounds of C4 in it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Black with red striping.
I had a bow on top.
For future reference, how hard would it be for like Rudy to fabricate documents, like warrants or things like that?
Wouldn't
Or,
that
like,
be
work
just
orders.
a? Yeah, there's a forgery tech skill.
Yeah,
That's
but we got nothing.
wow. Okay, Cyberpunk. Okay, all right.
But
I
there's
don't
nothing
have
to
any of
print
that
it.
skill though.
Well, Rudy,
Oh
you have
well,
gravely
yeah, okay.
disappointed me.
Well, if not forgery
Hey,
though,
Dave.
like Rickona pointed out, that might be for paper. Maybe the electronic security tech for digital documents. I don't know.
Okay.
I was thinking of like stealthing away. So what's here again? I don't have the ping.
Sure.
Is this how you ping? What's
Yep.
here again?
So that is one of 3 nodes that Rudy could jack into. That's like
Oh,
an
I think like
electrical closet. The other one's inside the main operating room, like where the pilot and everything would be. And the final one is at the side of the security office.
Idea.
Hmm?
Since we can't use the excuse for us to come onto the boat, we can use an excuse to have the boat stay out here longer. Gonna just kind of like tap Rudy's character on the shoulder when we go over to or heading towards a node, and just send them an email saying that their spot on the marina docks is currently occupied by a smaller vessel, so they have to kick them out first. So just hold offshore. Because you don't want them to come run over some little asshole's fishing boat that he doesn't want to move.
I can do that.
I mean, you could also like bug up the engine so it could like stop working until they manually override it.
Two.
All right,
Well-
good old C for it.
Yeah. Option number 1, ask them to stop the engine. They don't stop the engine. Option number 2, frag it.
Yeah.
Literally just persuasion, then hyperviolence.
D&D, yes.
Yep.
The words
And-
didn't defeat it. Use weapons.
I'd do it.
Ah, yes, my charisma was not as high as I thought. Time to simply beat them into submission.
Yes. But in any case, that's what I would like to do. Is pull cable along to the port. Do that.
Okay. Do I have to roll for anything?
Yeah, sorry, what exactly are we doing?
So I'm dragging Rudy. We're both going over to the port here in the back of the boat,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have him send the boat an email from the marina saying that the spot where this boat is supposed to dock is currently occupied by a small fishing vessel that they have to
Okay.
throw out first. So
Okay.
don't come running up to the boat.
So
or
it
to the
gives us a
dock.
little more time potentially.
Yeah, because I mean they're only evicting a little boat. It's not like there's a fleet of assholes in the way. So just wait offshore for like 20 minutes extra, and we'll evict them.
Okay, yeah, cool. So you two are headed over there. You shouldn't need to sneak too much, because you're not really going out into the open.
And we're only going like 20 feet down the deck.
Yes. Does anybody else have something they want to do? Well, these two are running off that way. And Fox, let me know when you start recording, or are you already recording the trip?
Always recording.
Okay, you're already recording this? Cool.
And always recording.
Oh.
And deleting when it's not relevant.
I have what's it, Telek Ops in my eye, so I
Oh,
can see
okay.
detail objects 800 meters away. So I'm just gonna use it to observe, see if any patrols I could make out ish, even through
Holds
the
the
fog.
toilet paper tube up to his eye. I see.
Okay. And where are you looking, and what are you looking for? Sorry.
Basically, where's the ruler? Basically, since I'm here, like looking this way, probably go right next to the camera, like underneath it, like Metal Gear, because it can't pan out.
Okay.
Because the camera's looking like this, right?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
So if I sneak right underneath it, it can't see me because it's a blind spot. And I just see here. Yeah, so basically,
So you're panning like the camera is.
yeah, basically. see any routes that people take, patrolling.
Okay, that's kind of fun actually. So you do see some guards just sort of barely at the end of your eyesight, and it looks like guards are patrolling groups of 3, like this, just up and down, and it looks like there's 5 groups.
Mm.
Since he's up there, are there any actual boxes in the hold, or is there only just like one box in the hold?
Okay, so there are these cargo containers.
Okay, so there are like 9 of them, even though the ship was listed as dead empty.
That's right.
Okay, so there's just like one layer of shipping units down there. Then.
Yes,
like
that's
they're
right,
not
yeah.
stacked up and they're not proud of the whole. It's just one layer. Okay.
Yep. And there's probably room for 2 people to squeeze by each other in between them.
Yep. Enough
I
for people to come in and check customs.
Yeah.
I got a question, Lobster. The biomonitor, how does that work? Is it a fixed range, or do I have to be on the person?
Oh, okay, like
Biomonitor
to
cyberware is for yourself. You
yeah.
might be able to ask their agent, but I don't know if that would work unless they had an internal agent in order for it to be able to ask the biomonitor and talk back to you.
Yeah, if they have an
Um,
internal agent, you could probably do something. But your biomonitor gives you like do you have an internal agent? Like you have like the
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, so imagine a heads up display showing your like actual life
Pulse
stats.
oximeter and stuff.
Yeah, it shows like your heartbeat and showing like your blood, your breathing, your weight, like these kind of things.
Okay.
It probably would flash up with pain receptors in certain areas. Yeah. It's a
Has your
built-in
shopping
health.
list.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you always know how healthy you are.
wait. Is this the character that I brought smokes with? I swear I thought
Like
it was smoke.
cigarettes?
Some death
No,
sticks.
no. As in
Smoke grenades?
yeah, smoke grenades.
Okay. So where would you want a smoke grenade?
No, what? I can't even bring up my character sheet anymore. Okay.
Oh, close the whole thing and then open it back up. Not roll 20, but just the character tab, and it should fix it. Got it for mine.
No.
Yes, you do have smoke grenades, Regano. You have 2 of them.
Okay. Just in case we get spotted, just throw 2 of them, and we just somehow disappear, hide.
Okay, so where are
Or
you
go
throwing your
guns
smoke
blazing.
grenades, sorry?
No, I won't be. I just want to make sure I brought it
Oh,
with
okay.
me.
So if you guys see you hear a large and this loudspeaker starts blasting over the fucking the deck. It says, reminder: Petrochem is the world's largest producer of products and agro businesses. Nobody makes more choo-choo than us.
So they're advertising to the fucking deck crew.
Yeah, you gotta keep your fucking
set the core
employees. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
keep 'em
keep brainwashed. Yeah.
Don't you even
To
think about stove oil.
borrow from the tech sector, they're trying to keep them in their ecosystem.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, yeah.
I hate it when companies say that. We're trying to keep them in our ecosystem. What the fuck does that even mean?
We're like a family here. Oh, so you're going to manipulate me and treat me like shit. Got ya.
Yes, yep, yep, that's right.
I guess I just informed the group of the patrols around the area.
Okay. Does anyone else have a plan before we pop back to Bard and Rudy?
Actually, do you I don't know about how security works in this system, but are we still able to remain in contact using our agents, or would that be detected at such a short range?
Oh, like if you're talking to your own agent?
Yeah, like if I was talking to, trying to get a hold of Rudy.
Nope, no one would hear you. You'd be fine.
Rudy, forgive me, but you don't have your name played up, and I haven't heard you refer to your character since we started. What's your guy's name?
Cable.
Cable. All right. Hey, Cable, any way to double check to make sure the package we're looking for is in the right place? Or is that something the ship wouldn't have on hand?
Could I do that, Ruffle?
Yeah,
Like
once
to match
once
up
you
the
jack in,
canister
you
number.
absolutely could find stuff.
Run back through the cargo camera video and see which one they actually lowered with care and which one they just slammed down.
Okay, so you get up to the door for the electrical cabinet, and it is locked, as one might imagine.
Well, Q, can you pick?
Yeah, no, I'm the one that has other people do work.
I'm good with technology. I can't do man.
Somebody to pick a lock. That's a problem. Yeah. I mean, we could just smash it off, but that's not exactly a quiet thing to do.
I can always shoot the lock, but that's not quiet either.
You know what? Before I ring up everybody else and ask,
What kind of lock is it? Is it an electrical lock or is it a key lock?
This would be actually, yeah, it'd probably be a key card.
a
pretty
key
common.
card. Okay, but so before I ring up the other people and ask stuff, I'm just gonna kind of look around the the walls next to the door to the cabinet and see if there's just a fucking a little box that has the card in there so the people don't have to keep going and finding the right person. They just have the fucking card there. Don't have to go find maintenance to have the damn thing open.
Okay, yeah.
Seeing if there's a lazy son of a bitch on the boat, basically. Did somebody leave their card?
Yeah, do
That'd
you
be
have like
hilarious.
a?
It'd be like leaving a fucking, leaving a key on a chain next to the lock. Just
But people are lazy. That shit does happen.
exactly.
Yeah.
So see if somebody basically did that. Leave a key card here.
Give me like a perception roll or something. Say if you get like a, I don't know, 17. You find something. Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you do actually, let's say there's like a pair of boots that are off to the side of the deck sitting there and wet, and you look over at them and you do see like a little lanyard sticking out from inside. You pull it out and there's a key card. You bleep, bleep.
Nice.
Yep. So the door opens. There's a huge blast of smoke. It's a very odd chemical smell coming from inside the ship. But the big thing is you do see a node you can jack into Rudy. So this is like a little panel on the wall, and you're just pulling a cable maybe out of your wrist or out of the side of your head, wherever you prefer, and sticking it in.
Give me the wrist.
Okay, so you pull it out of your wrist, you jack it in, and we're not gonna
plug of the wrist.
Yeah, we won't do a proper like net run. Those are a little complicated, and I'll walk you through them in like a later session when we do like a full one. They're kind of cool. You basically do a little mini dungeon all to yourself. In this case, though, it's just you, and you're interfacing in, and you're trying to hack into cameras or whatever have you. So what? So what are you trying to do? Get control of the cameras and look at the shipping manifest, you said?
I believe those the two?
Okay.
What was it else about?
So sending them the message to make them slow down, and then checking for like if it is just labeled where the thing is, and if not, then checking the video footage from the cargo hold to see which of the boxes they actually lowered with care, because obviously that one has something they want.
And might as well loop the camera that's overlaying. That's overseeing. Jeez.
So, with your interface level, Rudy, because you have a level 4, because you're a first level netrunner, you basically things in the net happen a lot faster than they do in meat space, as we call it. So you get 3 net actions per turn, essentially. So three things you could do. One, you could do sending out that email. You could check the manifest to see if it is in that container. And your third action, if you're feeling crazy, you could do like a cloak action and hide trace of you, hopefully. So that if other netrunners were looking for you, you wouldn't be there, or other programs that would be a little untowards.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so your cloak, if you roll your interface skill plus 1d10, or other way around, sorry, 1d10 plus your interface skill, so 4. Whatever
So
number...
1d10 plus 4?
Yeah. Whatever number you get here, so 13, if someone comes looking for you later, 13 is the roll they have to make with their interface skill. Find you. So, that's pretty good, as about average. And, actually, roll a 9 is very high. It's good, 13.
Wouldn't it actually be a 14, though? Because...
9 plus 4.
No, but wouldn't they have to roll a 14 to beat him?
Oh, yeah, they would have to... Yeah, so they would have to... Like, they have a 10% chance, basically, of beating that. Assuming they also have an interface skill of 4. They could be worse than you. But at this stage, they're not going to send out, like, a super corpo hacker, probably. And then just one more...
Like how you said that?
Yeah, just one more interface roll for us. See if you can sneaky and like backdoor in or something.
So same roll?
Yep, the exact same roll. Just seeing how good you do.
The exact same roll.
Holy shit, what a god.
Jesus.
So you not only sort of get in and remove all trace of you having been there, but you put the cameras on a loop. And you send off this email about the port authority. Saying, sorry, we're saying the fishing boat, right?
Yeah, there's some little asshole in a fishing boat that won't move. So
there's an asshole that hasn't moved. To a victim. Yeah, they're yes. There's been a delay. It may take up to an hour, or something like that. And
we'll send you another one when we kick him out.
Yes, and there's also you have confirmed that one of the sea containers, and you. Yeah, it would say the number on it, which would put it in the middle one, did pick something up in South Africa. It doesn't say what it is. And actually, Rudy, while you're at it, say you were a curious sort, why don't you go ahead and just make another interface roll for me there. Exact same roll. Holy shit! How's he doing this? Yeah, I did say make the same roll. Yeah, holy fuck.
12 out of 10. What the shit?
As you're leaving, you actually... Yeah, you find traces that another netrunner has been in here recently. You would say, like, in the last hour.
Well, I'm definitely letting Q know that.
So the other netrunner also had put the cameras on a loop. They had also looked for the exact same information.
What a little asshole.
And they had disabled chemical and fire alert systems throughout the vessel. And since you did roll really good there, Rudy, maybe you get a little bit of this guy's like tag or something.
That'd be fun.
His gamer tag.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
XXX hacked your shit 1, 2, 3.
So we'll say this is like Adam hashtag 70. There you go. That's how he spells his name. So this guy was here.
He looks like a screaming face for his name.
Yeah. Now, it would take a little bit of digging maybe to find out who this guy is. But I'm sure that's something you guys can do after the mission, if you're so curious. Or maybe on it, if the two of you have nothing else to do while everyone else is headed towards the inside. So speaking of, you two can probably hide pretty calmly here. Unlikely someone will come in the electrical room. We have 4 other people on the boat that maybe need to make some stealth rolls and make their way towards the sea container. So how are we doing this? And of course, Rudy has relayed all the information you borrowed, who maybe you would like to relay the information to everyone else, as you're our fixer, you're our guy in charge.
Sure, yeah, just
the first person to get blamed.
Yeah, it's of course. First person called when there is a job, first person called when the job fucked up and somebody's in trouble.
Yep.
But, so, call them all up and be like, okay, so, good news. We know it's in the middle container. Good news. Cameras have been looped. Bad news. There was somebody here before us that did that exact same shit an hour ago. Get down there and check the box.
You're gonna try and have Rudy look into it while everyone else is fucking around?
I was gonna have Rudy look through the cameras for the rest of the ship real quick because, like, you know, is there any more bodies downstairs that we need to look out for when we're going to the box? Or are they all just putzing around on the deck?
Okay. That's fun.
I like it.
Okay, so Rudy can do quite a bit of stuff because he, in a single round, Rudy is like a fucking wizard because his brain is typing. He's not. He's navigating like a virtual space. So if there's something else you're looking for him to do when it's his turn again, let me know. But so the rest of you, yeah, stealth rolls if you are getting off the ladder and headed to the crate or the container.
I would just want to basically go from here to here and just basically a lookout in case like a patrol group goes suddenly over there or over here. Give them a heads up.
Okay, so you're just hiding and doing the spotting.
Yeah,
I like it. So
He
give me
is a crow without a nest.
So you can either give me a stealth roll to worry about hiding, or you can give me a perception roll to see how well you guide everybody around the guards.
What, perception and stealth.
Yeah.
Perception.
Up at the top, under awareness skills above yourself.
Oh, okay. I'll do a perception roll.
Oh, nice, good. And then a stealth roll, if you don't mind. Just under that. Yep. Wow. Ooh. So you're a fucking ninja.
Cloak engaged.
And the other 3 of you, so we got Zolfus, we got Wolf, and Fox. You will have to make stealth rolls to get to the sea container.
To the object.
But you all get +3 to it from origami.
Let's go.
Let's go, boys.
So, in that case.
So it was 22, really.
Correct.
Yeah.
A pass or a fail?
Oh, it's a pass, yeah.
Wonderful.
long as you make like a 15, you should be good. Pretty dark. Yep, good job. Well, is that
Wolf
is
made
that
it
without the
with
+3?
That's without the +3.
Oh, thank God. So origami just saved Wolf's life. So I guess like Boris was like going to go around a corner. It's like that scene
You're
you
out
see
there
like
left, you son of a
yeah,
bitch.
yeah. He's like,
That's pretty shitty. You would do that.
and you just
Okay,
pull
so this
yourself
corner-
around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably smell the cologne of this guy who walks by you. He just doesn't see you as you sort of right around the corner.
You smell his cologne, he smells your reeking of vodka and
Yeah.
just makes a disgusted face as he walks past.
And they are going in groups of 3, so he's like, I thought you quit drinking. And they just keep walking. No doubt they're arguing as they're pacing up and down. Yeah.
Only reason nobody saw me is because the stench of alcohol was so strong they closed their eyes.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's fucking chopping onions, just oh god.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's that smell? It's so strong. It smells like alcohol.
Well, it's probably like ethanol in this universe. Like it's shit beer.
Just straight ethanol.
So you guys are at a sea container. What are you doing? It's obviously locked. Could attempt
by
to
what
force it.
mechanism?
You're gonna what? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. By what mechanism? Is it a manual lock, digital lock? Is it just
Yeah.
really
So
welded in there, or
we'll say this particular sea container has like a mini safe kind of mechanism to open. Yep.
and
Nice.
as Bard said, making sure the numbers match.
So
They don't
serial
have
numbers.
a-
Sorry, Fox.
I was gonna say they don't have a lockpick thing on here, do they?
Yeah, there is.
They
lockpicking.
do. Pick lock technique skills, third column. Half down.
And not a lot of people might be good at lock picking, so
Yeah.
but we are doing a bit of a heist, so locks are to be expected in some aspects. And yes, the numbers that Rudy got for us, you do find those serial numbers. We'll say it's the FX-R5269 or something. Doesn't really matter, but just in case you're curious, that's the serial number you come across on the CCAM.
And if you Google that, you probably get like a MIDI file containing farts remix.
Yeah. So all the other sea containers appear to be just normal in their locking mechanism, which is just the things you have to sort of slide and then lift up. But yeah, this is like a little vault door.
Well, I left my lockpick set at home. Do either of you two have an idea?
What kind of lock is it? Just refresh my memory.
I
if it was
imagine it's
already
probably
standard.
analog due to the ocean, but
Yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
analog looking like have you ever seen like for a safety deposit box or for like a vault or a safe? Like something like that where you would spin the dial a few times.
Gotcha. Okay, so
A little
like
miniature vault.
So there's some big
Miniature
bolts on
safe.
the inside that we could maybe cut through with some devices or blast or
Alright. So, I mean, you kind of answered it just there, but to make sure, is it like installed on the container, like it's embedded in the container, or is it
Yes.
like hooked through? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
It is
never
part of
mind.
the container door. It's not an external padlock.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So we pop back to Rudy, and at this point you hear over the loudspeaker, Petrochem apologizes for any delays in cargo. There's a small vessel blocking our port, and we should be docking within the hour. So you're probably looking at like 11:55 at this point. So we've got 15 minutes to figure out what we're doing. Rudy, what were you hacking away at again? We were looking inside the ship.
Bard, what was I looking for again?
Well, yeah, like making sure that there wasn't anybody else running through the corridors, like checking the video cameras that aren't on a loop.
Okay,
Like,
so
so
as
seeing if there's any crew or guards or whoever the fuck was here before us. Like, just who the hell is on this ship other than the people on the deck?
So yeah, give me an interface check there, Rudy. Same thing. If you fucking manage another like whatever
Another
it was
goddamn
before,
13.
another 13. I was gonna say.
Nope.
So you do patch through the cameras, and let's say instead of you were having trouble getting through a fairly routine security system, you notice that
They're all
this
fucking looped.
yes. So you were staring for a while, and you're like, okay, and you saw a guard, the exact same guard, go back through, and you realize all the cameras below deck are looped as well. So you go about unlooping them, and it does take you a little bit more time. And it seems like they got damaged somewhere between you and the other program that was written. So they're now like fuzzy and a bit shitty to look at.
Shittier than normal bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, so you're scanning through, and you notice a lot of the crew, we'll say like in the first half of the ship here, hang on, let me. So in this half of the ship, where the engine is and everything, the crew seem to be walking around, and you see like 6 bodies below deck. When you finally get to the cameras on this side, you don't see anybody. And then sticking out of a closet, you see a bloodied boot. So, so Rudy, you could, if Bard was there with you, patch into Bard. Do you have cyber eyes or anything like that?
Indeed, I do.
Okay.
Because I am prepared for that kind of shit.
So
I not only have a cyber eye with a micro video, I have an internal agent with which to hook it up.
I love it. So because Borrowed, or Q, has a cyber eye, Rudy, you can patch into his cyber eye and feed him the security camera footage as you're pulling it out.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, so now Q, you're also looking at this, and Rudy made a very bad interface roll, but maybe you could make a perception check. And a 17 or higher is what you're looking for to find anything more than he does.
Yeah, perception.
Not sure how perceptive our fixer. Oh, shnikey! Oh, I'll give you a bit then. So you do notice.
Elf eyes do
So-
see.
Yeah, so Rudy's got you, and he's like, Cable rather. Cable says, "Q, look over here," and he shows you the video, and it pans over to the bloodied boot sticking out of the closet. And as you look around, you notice a few, like scorch slash marks on the wall. And there's another area where there's a bunch of poorly cleaned up and sprayed viscera on the floor, as if someone was disemboweled. And as you're looking around, you're like, "Oh my god, okay, something happened in this other half of the ship." It's at that point that you notice a few faintly blinking devices at the bottom of the ship.
There are bombs
Oh
out there.
shit! I just came back to blinking lights on the other side of the ship.
Yeah, so we'll say
What
it's
the
now
hell
12
did I miss?
o'clock. Well, you guys are still at your CCAN. Q's, I think, about to make an announcement.
Q has several announcements to make at once.
And Rudy, I know you're maybe Cable might be a little bit shook by this, but he could also be looking into that guy's name, if you like. Give me another interface roll. See if you can mega hacksaw this guy. Damn. So
Is that right?
yes. So you actually find out more than just who he works for. You find out who he is. So there you go.
Yeah. So, what Borrow's going to do?
Yeah, you want to make an announcement there, Q?
Yeah. So
Cue the
I need
announcement.
I need to do two things at once.
Oh God, Fox.
But yes,
That's a good one, Fox.
so I'm going to patch my feed and then like to their words
To their agents.
yes, to their agents, like zoomed in on the fucking blinking lights
Okay,
and
so
being like, fuck.
just to pause. So let's talk about our crew members. Origami, your agent, is that built in or is that a
Yeah,
cell phone?
it's built in.
Yeah, yours is
Basically on
built
the
in.
arm.
Okay. Zelphus? Is it built in somehow? Is it patched through
Yeah,
Cyber Eyes? Is it
it's an AUG. It's built in.
okay? So where's
Uh,
yours displayed?
Well, the HUD comes up through my eyes. The
Okay,
audio.
so you have a Cyber Eye.
Let me double check my character sheet to make sure I'm
Yeah,
not pulling shit out of my hat.
being a like rules lawyer, yada yada, I don't know actually if anybody except for maybe Fox actually has an internal agent.
Oh
Okay, and
shit!
that's fine. So that's what I want to check.
No, I don't want to cheat. Then no, it's on the outside.
And
Then
these are
I'll
things
wear his
we
glasses.
can get. Yeah, and you could have glasses that your agent pops up to. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But the difference is how our characters are getting this. So for you, you're wearing glasses and it pops up on a HUD. It's connected to your agent. That's cool.
Somebody else can just
Origami.
pull out their agent like a cell phone and just look at the thing.
Yeah, and Origami's got like maybe like a fuck, what are they called? Pit Boy or something, right? Like that kind of a thing. Somebody else might pull out your cell phone, but you all look at this image, and it is a feed being beamed to you from borrowed Cyber Eye. That is just these blinking devices, and he's cutting between the different ones they've found on the vessel. And sorry, Q, you were saying? Just aside from fuck.
Yeah, so aside from fuck, I'm just gonna say check the box and run. And then after that, I'm immediately taking that same footage of both the blinking devices and the bodies and the viscera and the info of our hacker boy
Mhm.
and the info I got from my steel vaquero, and just bundling all of that up and throwing it at Shark and just being like, my steel vaquero told me that once this arrived at the dock, it wasn't going to be unloaded. It was going to look like it was like gangers that broke into the boat and stole it. I think they're trying to scuttle the fucking thing. And here's the person that was here, and send fucking Ariel back now. Like just all of that and that information, and just throw it message at Shark.
And the information went out to everyone, correct?
I mean, sure, we could do that as well. Like, just send them, the
Send him the
synopsis of
package.
what's going on and
Yeah.
why we need to hurry the fuck up.
Ruffle?
Yeah, sorry. Specifics on the lock. So it's
Yeah,
a
I'm trying to think. Is there something I could anchor a chain or lanyard or use
okay. Yeah, you could definitely
the coil from my gun, basically?
you could definitely anchor that onto something. How are you planning to break into this?
How thick is the lock itself? Is it something I could theoretically shoot through, or is it something I'll have to use leverage and torque to rip open?
I would say yeah, you could probably shoot through it with a couple good rounds with like a very heavy pistol.
Before he does that, real quick, I'm gonna check the camera footage from inside the cargo hold and see if the other end of the cargo container is unlocked.
Okay.
There's two sets of doors. Like the front one's locked, is the back one.
So the back one's locked with a key card.
A key card.
Hmm.
Okay.
You'd have to fucking book it.
That I will. Actually, since that's hooked up to a key card, could Rudy get access to that?
Oh,
So it would have to like check it against the ship's roster.
I would say so. The key cards, yeah, it's probably wireless. Because they all have a bit of like a wireless capability. I would say Rudy could.
Because
Take-
if he could
take
take
the-
the information,
Yeah, the information
off of-
from the key card and like
yeah, 'cause
beam
we
it
scanned
wirelessly.
the key card to get into this room.
That would
So
be
just,
cool.
Like, check the records, find that information for the last access to this room, throw
Yeah.
that key card information into the electronic
Oh, I
lock.
love that. Okay, so yeah, like Rudy doesn't even need the fucking try. He's like bleep 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 bleep, and so everyone by the vault door of the sea can, you hear the far side of it go click.
And it farts open.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Zelphus' character was like just prepping to start shooting at it.
No, actually, that was my backup plan.
Well,
My
that was
first
good
plan-
thinking. Good thinking.
Well, the plan was to use basically the torque pressure from being able to haul someone like my character up a sheer face. It's double my character's body weight. I was going to use it to lash the end of it around like the guard railing or something of the ship that was strong, and then retract it and use the torque pressure to pull the lock out of its housing.
So using your grappling hook as a
It would ruin the
as a
grapple, but-
wedge.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hmm.
It would ruin the grapple for any, but I don't care. I'd get the objective done.
Well, now you don't have to.
Yeah, now you don't have to. So get around the other side, check that box. We gotta go.
Perception check just before I, open it all the way, if you please.
Sure. Yep. Go for.
My character sheet's doing that thing again. Hold on. Close. Reopen. Yeah, it won't let me open the. Huh. It's just slow. There we go. All right. So perception. I don't care.
Oh,
I just
no.
opened that thing. Everything looks clear.
So it's pitch black, and you keep
Ooh.
swinging it open, and Xander comes not face to face necessarily, but the only thing in the container is A, a stench, and B, a body. There's a still slightly spasming body that's just just disemboweled, like something razor sharp sliced through his gut, and the blood is pooling out of it still. We had a
close the
med
door.
tech here. They could. Yep, that's fair. Close the door.
Yeah, or medtech, Regano. You were saying, Raffle.
Oh, if we had a med tech there, maybe they could make a diagnosis on how long or something. But someone with those kind of skills.
Yeah, but we're leaving now. We're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so we're looking at about
There's nothing. There's
12:05.
nothing else in there but a dying body. So let's leave.
Okay. So you guys have 5 minutes to get to our extract.
Can I look for a lifesaver?
Like a life jacket?
No, a lifesaver, like a little.
Oh, like
dinghy.
the ring?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you can find like a lifesaver. Yeah.
Yeah. And I basically tell everyone like, leave without me. Circle back for like within 5 minutes.
Okay. So.
Well,
What? Sorry.
yeah. Can we clarify on that one? Right? The way that was described wasn't very clear.
My brain didn't even like. I was like, I'm sorry. What the fuck?
He's saying leave without him for now and then come back
Yeah.
for a
I
thing.
think he's saying he's gonna go down with the ship.
No.
All right, goodbye, Oregano. I guess you don't like being a med
I
tech,
think
huh?
he's saying go talk to Ariel and then come back in like
Oh
No.
yeah, that's the real reason. He's like, fuck, I made a bad career choice. It's time to just end this shit right here.
No, because
Yeah.
I want, as soon as you guys leave, I'm gonna like put like 2 smoke grenades in the back of the ship, basically, and just yell out, ship is gonna blow. The engine deck is fucking on fire. Jump ship, and then I'm gonna jump myself. So I could hear a splash. But I'm gonna swim with the
Shark.
lifesaver.
Okay. Okay, sure, you could do that. I'm not sure Ariel will swing back. That'll take some talking.
That's
I
fine.
think it's funny
But
that
what I'm trying to do is everyone who's patrolling the ship basically
Yeah.
not die.
Zelphus just did not skip a beat and was like, "Sharks." When he was talking about swimming, he's just like, "Yep, you're gonna die."
Yeah.
It's a heavy.
It's one of those
heavy
things. It's
fluid.
kind of like considering the toxicity of the ocean at this time in the world setting, and the fact that sharks are one of the only things that are available to survive in that. No, I don't rate your chances very highly there, Chief.
Don't
Imagine
worry.
Regano just didn't know what he was doing when it came to water toxicity. Jumps in and instead of swimming, the skin just starts melting off the bone. He's like, "I've made
Oh.
noopsie."
Don't
I
worry.
like that, Wolf. I like that. We'll just
Don't
pocket
worry.
that
Self
idea.
is the
Oh
explosion.
no! What have I done?
So as you
The
guys,
Just giving you a warning and a
So
heads up. That's
everyone except Cat runs over to the ladder, and you see just the speedboat pull up. It's 12:09, and Ariel motions quick to you guys. She's like, "Get on, we're getting out of here. Where's the cargo?"
You're looking at it.
What?
There was no cargo.
What do you mean there's no car?
The entire canister, we checked the numbers, they matched. FX-R5269. That container was completely empty of any cargo or anything that we could be transporting out of here. We're getting everybody off the boat. Oh, and by the way, someone has laced the hull with what look like demolition charges. So
What the
the
fuck?
sooner you can get us... Yeah, I know, but now is not the time to be asking questions. Now's the time to be getting everyone on the boat and getting us out of here.
She's like, all right, hop in. We're gonna get going as soon as we can. And as you guys start heading down, the detonations
Did
start
she
going.
see any other boats on her way here?
Oh, that's fun. It is very foggy, but she can go ahead and make a perception
Well,
check.
see or hear, did the sonar,
just in the
sonar
fucking
radar.
dock.
Yeah,
No,
but
does
like,
not
did
say I
sonar
did that.
radar pick anything up?
No, she didn't notice anything. Her radar. Oh, okay, radar. She detected an unknown craft leaving this boat not long before we got there. She said.
Before we got there. So what, that guy was in the cargo container dying for like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, it's possible. I mean, if the wounds were shallow enough and the amount of blood we saw was just accumulation rather than direct outpouring, I mean, he could have been bleeding out for a while if he's too stupid to try and, bandage it or tourniquet or compress it.
Oh, he was disemboweled, so.
Oh, his guts were out of his...
His guts were out, yeah.
What the hell?
Like I said, he was like still slightly spasming. But like he was brain dead. So anyway, as you guys start heading down, the explosions start rocking the far end of the ship and moving towards you. So who's the last to get in? And why are they rolling athletics right now? Oh no, Oregano's quite far off.
Oh
yeah,
no.
I'm like right here yelling abandoned ship as an explosion is happening.
So yeah, Origami, if you want to go ahead and do you have dodge?
I think so.
Such a container ship as it explodes.
No.
You shift your way out of that one, Chief.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, man, okay, I've seen somebody suplex a train. I can dodge a boat.
So
I got evasion, yes.
you have to have a reflex of 8 to dodge.
All right, evasion.
Yeah, it'd be evasion, but your reflex is too low. You're not up to snuff, I don't think. Oh no, yeah, you have evasion. Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a cargo vessel.
Yeah, so all you're dodging right now is shrapnel. And you still get pegged by a fair amount of it as you're running around throwing your smoke grenades as everyone else is hopping into the vessel. So you take 2d6 damage. As you get wrecked by shrapnel, but the majority of it was like whizzing past your head and you're ducking down. And this is just like plugging into like your chest and back and arms. So more superficial. So you take 6 damage. And then how this works is you tell me what your armor is. Do you have armor?
It should be 11.
11? Okay, so this doesn't even penetrate your armor. So
Ooh.
yeah, so that's the thing. Because you were able to duck down and weave through, it was just like slamming into like whatever like armor weave or whatever you're wearing, and it's just sort of leaving like maybe dents and holes, but it's not actually fully getting through. So probably just stings and is annoying. But you throw your smoke grenades, you're yelling, "Holy shit!" Fire, explosives. I think people have noticed by now. And so you were the last to get in. Who got in just before Origami? Who would have been the second last person on the boat? Because you're also eating a little bit of shrapnel.
Like, not just to be an asshole and save my own neck, but I think Rudy and I would have been the first ones on the staircase because they
100%.
were already on the
they
deck.
got the warning, so it would probably be Fox, myself, and Wolf would probably be the three who'd have to.
So why don't you all roll
No,
1d10?
Boris, how quick off your feet are you?
Yeah, you could all make an athletics check if you like and see who the fastest is. Nice. Holy shit.
Damn, Fox is just motoring it out.
She's like, I'm not dying here.
Fox fucking put the camera back inside of her like little
Rudy
bag
didn't have
and
to
just
roll,
fucking
so-
sprinted.
Oh, that was funny.
Wolf?
Fucking Rudy's rolling really good today.
I am. This is all my luck.
Yeah, we have to kill him.
PM.
Anyway, and then there's snipers.
No,
No.
Wolf needs
Jackal
to
snipers.
Yeah. So
Wait,
Wolf, if you wanna give me an
Wolf,
athletics
you need to
roll.
roll athletics to see if you eat shit on the shrapnel.
Yeah, see if Boris is
let's
faster
go.
than.
This is gonna be great. I'm so excited.
You just have to roll.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my God. Whoa! Oh. Horace
Bor-
takes a high
fuck.
nose. Holy shit!
What?
I guess I
What
take
the
it.
fuck did you roll to get that? How?
Holy shit!
His answer.
Is that even
No,
possible?
no, this is great. No, Fox and I are running. He just like kicks off the
Boris
container
is
and
just,
throws
like,
himself
he's
down.
going for it, man.
Holy shit!
Wolf.
Okay, no, but seriously, like, his athletics.
Yeah. So it should be 12 plus 10, so 22. I don't know
Is
where the
that-
plus 6 came from. Unless unless that's a crit? I don't think you can
I'm
crit
gonna
like that.
guess that was a crit, question mark. I don't know why.
That's what it looks like though, right?
Oh, and that's what happened with Zelphus earlier when he got his 4.
Oh, so if you nat 10
12?
it's a crit.
And
That makes sense. A 1 would be like a crit
and then
fail.
a nat 1 is you roll a d10 and you take it away. A nat 10 is you roll a d10 and you add it.
Oh, that's
So-
cool. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's
But
kind
still,
of a
yeah,
fun.
that means that fucking
Holy
Wolf
shit.
turned into
So
like,
Boris is like
drunken Usain
Yeah.
Bolt.
This big, like 6'3" Russian fucking monster can just sprint at like 60
Frankenstein's
miles an
monster
hour.
goes past you as you're both running. Like, you guys got the head start, and he's still fucking.
This train is
God.
off the rails and it has no brakes.
In
The
Russia,
Boris
we
just
do
passes
bomb
them
drills
on
in
your
school.
He does a lap around the fucking vessel's top, waiting for you to get on deck.
Yeah. American-made bomb is too slow.
Is good cardio.
Yeah. So holy fuck, he's just like
Damn,
flipping over everyone. Anyway, you're eating
am I
a little bit of
supposed to roll?
shit. Yeah.
I am wearing a light armor jack both on my head and on my body. So does that help protect me at all?
So give me an evasion roll first. This is you just trying to dodge the shrapnel, and you're looking for holy fuck, yeah. So speaking of like, I like
So
how I
we
kind of
have
picture it.
Literally Usain Bolt and
Yes.
literally Neo.
Yeah, the bombs are like going off and the shrapnel's ripping past you, and instead of like jumping and like making a dive or like dodging, all Xander does is just grab on Boris's back of his shirt or something and just gets carried off the boat.
I outrun the shrapnel by holding on the board.
Yeah. He just fucking
Taking
flips
Boris, like,
off.
actual
And
last
Boris
run on
just
the
like
boat.
jumps into the boat as as Kathy's just climbing down the ladder. Like, what the hell's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, Boris just
Like,
mantled the
Jesus.
side of the vessel and took a 30-foot drop onto the boat. Fuck it.
Ariel, punch it.
So she slams it and just gets fucking going, obviously. Oh, hang on. And I guess Origami makes his way to the boat as well. Hopefully
I
you just
just
squeeze in.
dive. I dived out of there.
Okay, give me
I have
an
the
athletics
lifesaver.
check to see if you can.
Oh, he's
I
got
thought
this.
Origami said I just died.
I just
That's what I
did.
heard too.
Aw. I was really hoping
Okay,
he would get
nice.
in that. We would have another set
Yeah.
of ridiculous antics.
So
I
you
don't know, he
just at the
rolled
very
well.
end. Maybe the explosion carries you and you land in the water near the boat and swim up and get in. But
Lucky motherfucker.
so the boat goes taking off, like, bzzz, and she says, "Okay, change of plans. We were gonna head to like sort of the north side and try and hide a bit, but there's a small dock close to the bar. We're just gonna head straight there because shit is getting real. And behind you, more explosions, and the whole tanker starts capsizing.
I
And
just try to throw the
I just-
lifesaver that I have just a bit towards that way.
I want Boris to turn to the group and say, "Big boat is not supposed to flip over, right? It is not supposed to happen."
no.
No, it's not. Speaking of boats, actually, Ariel, do you know which of the sides of the marina, which of the docks that smaller vessel went to, the one that left this before we got there?
Oh, okay, that's interesting. She said it headed in the same way we're heading. But
I'll bet
she's
you
saying
this
is
paycheck we're
went
not
here.
gonna get that boat has whatever we were actually sent here to get.
Yeah, but if we can reclaim
Maybe.
it from that boat, maybe we might get paid anyway.
Exactly.
So
Because
as you guys are
that
in this
container
boat,
was empty, but that boat
something was
Yep.
there. So as you guys are in this boat, you just hear a little garbled like petrochem. Sorry for the inconvenience. But the whole like everything's shaking. The explosion is massive, and the first thing you notice is the color of the explosion is an off green. Not very nice, and the smell is awful. And it just keeps bursting. And is anyone looking back at the boat as you drive away?
I am for survivors.
Okay, so you're looking back. You don't see too many people getting away from it, but you do see now a huge hole in the hull and some large cylinders tipping over and breaking and cracking. Obviously, you can't really make out what they are from here. Origami, as the boat's speeding off, you're looking for survivors. And does anyone else have a biomonitor or just Origami?
I think I do, question mark.
Okay, if you could just find out for me, sorry.
Cyberware.
Kathy's looking in that direction, so she's kind of recording it.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
smart.
indeed do have a biomonitor.
Okay, so if you have a biomonitor, so right now I think that's just Q and Cat. You get a little bloop bloop update. It probably comes out in your agent, maybe whispered in your ear, depending on how you're looking at it. Bard, you would see this readout directly in your eyes. Origami, you know, it sort of pops up on your Pip-Boy. It lights up and says, warning, unknown acidic substance in O2 atmosphere. 50 ppm, 90 ppm, 212 ppm, 472 ppm. And it just keeps going up. Yeah. That's not good.
No,
Nope.
that's not good.
That's not good. I don't suppose anyone with a biomonitor who's a med tech would maybe be able to try and suss out what chemical this is.
That would be
Uh,
good.
Probably
And-
acid.
And as
To,
you look, it's
To quote Jurassic Park, I'll go faster.
it's billowing now out of the ship, and it's going up, and it's almost forming a mushroom shape and starting to fall down in a massive cloud cover that's right now, yeah, think mushroom shape. So the further away you are from it, so it's so say we say this is the radius, for example, right? It's falling on the outside sooner, and it's like a dome shape that's over everything. And so the longer you take to get anywhere, the more likely you are to hit it. And eventually you assume it's gonna fill in the whole area. So yeah, Origami, do you want to make a medtech roll for us?
Yes.
You have anything like pharmacy would be cool.
Yep, I have that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, probably just do like pharmacy would be really good. Or
Fine then.
similar. You might be able to use something like first aid. Kind of sounds good. Or medical tech. There it is. Roll ability skills. Yeah. Oh, that's how you roll those.
Ability skills.
Yeah, at the very far end, roll ability skills, it'll say. You can see you got your surgery and your medical tech, so you can click medical tech there.
I'm lying. I got paramedic tech.
No, keep going further down, Origami, and you'll see medical tech there.
Oh my god, I'm blind.
No, it's okay. Oh, poop. So in between the rolls, the one you rolled really good, the one you rolled kind of not good. But so in between the two rolls, you get a breakdown of chemical compounds and compute it, and it's hydrofluoric acid.
Oh no, we're surviving. Oof.
I'm not sure if you'd like to let people know about that.
Oh yeah. I would just say like that's hydrochloric acid.
Sorry, hydrofluoric acid.
Hydrofluoric.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I said it incorrectly or you did or some combination, but either way, it's written down now, so we have that. So we are gunning it. Welcome back, Fox. Bad things are happening.
I last heard about the mushroom cloud coming down.
Yeah, we were still talking about what the mushroom cloud was. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, froze again. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Okay, so it's at this moment. So it's at this moment, Ariel, like, she's struggling to hold onto the boat because the water's getting choppy. She's gunning it much too fast, and of course, the explosion is rocking the water. And there's a moment where she stumbles and falls back, and as she catches herself and she's getting back holding it, all you guys hear is a crack, and her head explodes.
With a cry of "What the fuck!" I leap for the steering column.
That's probably fair. Okay, so you maybe don't know boats, but it's not far off a car, I imagine.
You steer with the same wheel. It's just a matter of, well, the throttle is different. You don't put on a pedal, you move a throttle. Do I know how to do all the bells and whistles on this stealth yacht? No. Can I crash on the shoreline at a clip that's not going to kill us? Probably.
Okay. So, Zelvas, you have one piloting roll to make to try and get everyone to shore. And if anyone else is
I know you're not going to let me do land vehicles, so
no, but you get to add your nomad rank to vehicles. So
correct. So C vehicle tech, correct?
Yeah, pilot C vehicle, and then you add +4 because you're a nomad.
All right,
Oh no, pilot C vehicle, not C vehicle tech. It's in the first column, sorry, under control skills.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, thank God we have a chance to save this.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
That bitch I could pilot this.
Xander's hawk shit. So he just fucking takes over, and he's like going, and he just does like sharp turns at every random interval, and you hear more cracks and plips into the water around you, as he's also managing to dodge sniper fire from who knows where. And once you get close enough to the dock, the sniper fire stops, and you pull up expertly with that. You fucking like maybe do like a 180, like slide in or something. You're right up next to the dock. The mushroom cloud is descending all around you, and in front of you, maybe one sprint away, is the Paradise Lost bar. Does anyone want to try an athletics to dodge the hydrofluoric acid?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Hydrofluoric acid and shrapnel.
Holy fucking Boris,
Whoa.
dude! He's insane. So he just fucking sprints off, and he's already running in. And as you're like slamming into the door to get inside the bar, you catch out of the corner of your eye. There's a guy just outside going to a vending machine, and just buying something small from it. And he sees you, and he's like, "What?" And then looks up at the sky, and it's like, "What the fuck?"
The explosion wouldn't have been a sign to look out to the water.
Explosions happen. It's Night City.
What? For a second, Borrowed's roll just didn't load for
I
me.
know.
It
I
was
was.
like...
I thought he died. Uh-oh.
I did.
No,
You died.
not Rudy.
So everyone, yeah, Fox is good enough. So everyone else makes it, but
What,
but
do I-
Cable's
do I-
just. I mean, he's a nerd, right? He's just like just wheezing, and as you breathe in deep, some of that acid like just starts burning at your insides, and you feel just awful. But you do manage to stumble into the bar, and you take 5 points of damage.
Oh, MedTech can fix that.
Yeah, it's just burning on the
Money.
insides. Fuck it.
It's like having a
I
bad
can't
drag
get
on a
over the
cigarette.
fact that both times running was involved and Boris just fucking went
No, yeah,
Olympic.
he's a beast, buddy. He's a beast.
I have nasal.
Boris strong
filter.
like bull.
So, as I'm sorry, you're saying or going?
I have nasal filter, so I'm not quite affected by it. Though-
Okay, so it'll still burn your exposed skin if you open it long enough. But yeah, good shout. You can certainly breathe it in better than everyone else. That's pretty cool. So you all managed to get inside. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I was just like from a like chemical nerd point of view, we are all very, very, very dead.
Well,
Except for
it's
Boris.
just a little bit.
Well, I mean, like, so the lowest lethal dose for a human is exposure to 50 parts per million in half an hour.
Oh yeah.
We were exposed to several hundred parts per million
Well,
for a matter of minutes. Like we should
that
all be
was
very
that was
dead.
in the atmosphere. It hadn't
Mhm.
fully come down to you yet, but yeah.
Yeah, man, just hold your breath.
Yeah, but that's
hold
what I mean.
your-
So
hold
it
your
only
breath.
got thicker. So like we should all be very dead. But that's
Also,
whatever.
also it
You
was
guys
foggy,
just made it.
so-
You sorry?
Also, bar was foggy, so it kind of diluted as well.
Well, you would
that
say
might slow
that,
it
but
down.
our Brothel said that our biomonitors were telling us the parts per million, so that would be in the air that's touching us.
Oh, it wouldn't have been like the
I thought it was
director
the
around
water.
you. It was just sort of saying like in the atmosphere at large, but it was definitely ramping up. So you guys were definitely exposed to a not good amount, but not enough to take like permanent damage from it. Except for, of course, Rudy, who it's not permanent, but he's gonna have to rest that up. The hydrofluoric acid, no joke. So you're now inside the bar. Some people are probably a little bit confused. There's the guy who just ran in from the vending machine, just freaking out, and he's run over to the payphone. Were you doing anything in particular? Does everyone else stares at you?
Who?
Is Shark here?
Shark's in the corner. He is staring like slack-jawed, wide-eyed at the TV.
Is there like a lock on the front of the bar?
Yeah, you could probably lock it.
Because she would immediately lock the door as soon as, as soon as they got in, because she doesn't want anyone to leave.
Hey, Q. See who I see?
Yes, I do. Somebody I need to have a fucking talk with.
Hey, Boris, remember how you wanted to beat somebody up earlier? I think you're about to get your chance, big guy.
So
Boris cracks his knuckles.
That's my Russian boy.
And now, as Origami, you get an alert on your Pip Boy, and your biomonitor saying unknown particles or unknown substance in atmosphere. So part per million, 2, 3, 4.
At this point, I just put my hands up, my hands to my mouth like a cone and say, "We're gonna have to fight later. If we don't leave now, we will fucking die."
Oh, if you leave, you're gonna die. It's everywhere outside. You can now start to see it in the streets. It's just descending. Obviously, there is some way the air is coming in from outside.
What's Fox's character's name again? Oh, that's right. She never told me.
That's right.
Hey, Strong and Quiet, why don't you put a call into the NCPD? They're gonna have to know that a biological just broke out over the frickin' dockyards.
On it.
Okay.
You might want to tell them with some more, gravitas than okay, because this is everywhere. This is worse than an oil rig blowout. You have to understand, it's huge.
As you start trying to put that call out, you just keep getting, oh, sorry, there's no service in your area.
Doesn't matter. My eyes are on Sharky Boy right now.
No service in the area, like we don't have cell phone connection?
That's right. And as you start making your way to Shark, he's just, like I said, staring at the TV, and you look out of the corner of your eye and you catch it. And that's when the audio of the room, which is a huge din because we're now at a busy hour, the bar is packed, there's people here, and you are now picking up the TV and you look at it and you see, bright as day, a speedboat with 7 people on it headed towards a large tanker that just starts exploding. And suspects say that 7 unnamed people boarded and sabotaged a tanker in what is considered a terrorist action. Petrochem representatives, and it just trails off. And it starts sort of like showing zoomed in photos that are pretty, if somebody like was half drunk and looked in your direction, you might look like the guys.
It's a good thing that everybody in this room is totally shit-faced, right, Baro? Or right?
Yeah. And of course, there's the thing. If anyone knows who these people are, there's Petrochem's put out a cash reward for their bounty, and please contact the Night City Police Department.
Okay, Raffle, does this bar have any like private booths? Like, does it have a back area you can reserve to drink in or anything?
Okay, yes, I like that. Let us go ahead and get us a bar. We'll do something like this. This will be our door. We'll have this be the back room. Okay, so here's your back room. We'll have like 2 private booths with sound dampening on them. We'll say this is like the place where all the booze and the kitchen shit is. And then we'll, this wouldn't be there. Get, say, a bar like this maybe, just random seating throughout kind of thing. Yeah, probably something like this is kind of how she looks.
Zovas, can I try and like plug up like all the leaks, or try to, as much as I can?
Like from the door and stuff?
You should probably do so. I mean, you're the local medical expert. I mean, I defer to you in this regard.
Okay, so as you start plugging the leaks, Shark catches your eyes, And he's like, "What the fuck did you guys do?"
I'm.
And we're
you
gonna
should
call it.
ask.
We're gonna
turning to
call it there.
Boris. No,
Save the
I'm turning
rage.
to Boris, grab the son of a bitch, bring him over here, and I'm going to the back room.
Okay, so
think
you
we're all
so
gonna
I
go
love this.
back
This
there.
is great. Barb's
we're gonna
already
end with
beelining for the
Boris
room.
dragging him.
Boris is grabbing, and I've got a gun in his back. This is
I
great.
was gonna say.
Yeah, hopefully a hidden gun though, because again, not.
It's
We
in my
probably
pocket.
don't want to start a big old fight. Okay, but we
Uh-oh.
will end our session here because it's getting a bit late on my end.
Nice.
And yes, we'll pick up next time with maybe a little bit of a locked room scenario.
A locked room that will have a lot of broken bones.
Oh, I'm sure we'll run into some fun and maybe a little bit of combat. Combat's pretty easy in this, and so next time we'll practice a little combat with somebody, whether or not it's just so you get in a bar fight just to practice it, or whether it's a
My biggest
gunfight because
fear.
things go bad.
My biggest fear is we're going to try and interrogate Shark, and Wolf's character is going to murk him.
Oh yeah, it could happen.
Like he's going to like roll for torture. Rolls
Roll to punch
50.
him in the jaw just to like knock him around a bit. Just
Just
nat that
kill
shit,
him.
crush his skull with a fist. Oops.
Reinforced vertebrae. No proof against Russian anger. Crack. But still, though, good game, everybody.
No, it's fun.
My favorite
Take it
part
easy.
will always be
Thanks for
how on
DMing,
both
Russell.
athletics checks
Hi,
I
Russell.
netted.
Oh, yeah, Boris is insane, dude. He's just insane.